I think we're ready.
I am.
Alright. Oh, well, we're running all dark then. Convenient. Alright. When we last left off, the party had made their way to a land of trial in a search for the Untitled of Creation. Having solved all the maze, they now stand with two other riddles that seem ready to be solved, all in an attempt to finish the final puzzle, to get access to the Untitled of Creation. There's the one, the garden, the one at the chasm. What do you do next?
Well, 1 down, 3 to go. What do you say? Garden, chasm.
Probably chasm next. That seems like the easiest solution, I would say.
Let me just... I gotta pull up my notes of the last session. Okay. What do you think, Drumstick? Chasm or garden?
He kind of tilts his head a little. It's like, if you guys could fly, you probably would do well at the chasm. I may just watch from the ledge.
How did he know we could fly?
We were flying up to get a bird's eye view of the maze, remember?
Yeah, I remember.
Okay. Yeah, let's try the chasm.
So I would recommend caution. Places like this, you could lose your wings.
No, we're well aware.
Okay. Alright. Off to the chasm we go.
So, arriving at the chasm, it is quite wide across. And all that you can really see is what you see on this side, which is a pillar. The other side is so far away that you can't quite make out anything.
The pillar, if my notes are right, says be blind and you shall see, right?
The pillar says, "Be blind and you shall see, walk with eyes ahead, and the end you shall dread."
Are we gonna have to try to cross the... Okay. Real question is, are we supposed to be going down? Or are we supposed to be getting across?
Drumstick kind of looks at you guys strangely and says, "This may be illusionary magic. There may not even be a stinking chasm, though I'm not willing to test it."
That is fair.
Can we see the bottom?
That was my next assumption, was it's illusion.
That was my assumption from the
Looking
start.
down, you can see that, well, you can't see anything at the bottom. It seems to descend on and on, till it seems to be just to be consumed with a foggy mist. Beyond that, you can't really see anything of what would be the bottom.
And no discernible features that we can spot from a distance on the far side.
Nothing that you can really make any heads or tails of.
Okay. So, who wants to jump first?
It's check time, Alright, I would like to do an Arcana check to see if maybe this is an illusion. Please?
Okay.
Yeah. Here we go. Where's my character sheet gone? Found it.
be careful not to rip it.
So that's the one. All right.
With all of my +3 intelligence. Okay, here we go. Better than my +1. Oh, nope, that didn't work. Ooh, okay.
Neither of you are proficient in Arcana, are you?
Nah. I got a 19 overall.
All right. I'm gonna give you my bardic expertise. Well, I say I mean
Strumstick?
no, the other one,
Oh,
the white
Snowy.
one.
Snowy.
So far, Strumstick has only played at the bar. He hasn't really played anywhere else.
What is bardic expertise?
It's he meant to say inspiration.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I'll roll you your d12.
Okay, awesome.
6. You rolled 25.
Nice.
Alright. So what was the total number?
25.
25. Okay. So, with 25, you look out over the, excuse me. Yes? What? Was it in the main fridge? No, it's not mine. Good. Sorry, we're doing, fridge clearing today.
Oh, same.
No. Anyway. So, looking across the open chasm, you can't quite discern anything. You can get a hint of magic, but then again, looking around anywhere else, you also get a hint of magic. This entire plane or realm or whatever it is, pocket dimension or what have you, is entirely magical, and there's not much you can discern as far as any school of magic.
At this point, Strumstick has opened up the bag he's holding, which the white one, I forget what you guys named him.
Snowy.
Snowy also opens up his bag, and they start pulling out like ridiculous amounts of rope from this bag.
Like cartoon amounts of rope.
Okay.
I mean, logically, we only need a little bit in case we fall. I feel like probably across is the goal rather than down.
Yeah.
At this point, he Strumstick takes the rope, ties it around his waist, hands it to Snowy, and then closes his eyes and says, "Can someone support Snowy in case he fails?" Well, can someone support my friend if he fails? He's never actually heard you call him Snowy.
I help hold on to the rope.
I was going to
and with eyes
volunteer, but if you
closed.
want to go first, sure.
With eyes closed, he starts walking towards the edge of the chasm.
Are you sure?
As you walk...
Mm.
No, you want to say something?
I was gonna say, are you sure you don't want one of us that can fly to try it first?
That seems safer.
Well, I'm already tied on, so...
Well, you didn't deliberate with us,
That's
so...
fine, it's
Okay.
fine.
Alright, I got the rope. If he wants to walk across first, let him.
Now all three of us have the rope.
Alright. As you walk forward, Strumstick, you continue walking. At each step, a very tentative measure as you get further and further away from where you started, closer and closer to where the edge is, though you're not entirely certain where it is.
Yeah.
You walk, and you keep on making footfalls. From your perspective, Anik and Sirona, you're watching him walking closer and closer to the edge, when a sudden rush of fog hits the area. He's still on the edge, and as the fog closes in around him, you lose sight of him. The rope doesn't seem to slacken any more than usual, though you do notice that it's still going further, when suddenly it droops and falls to the floor.
Okay, we pull it back.
Pulling it back, the rope comes back to you without a drumstick attached.
Yeah, I should have seen that coming.
Does it look cut or frayed?
It looks like it had never been tied off in the first place.
I caused drama.
We just have to hope that he makes it across. This has to be the solution, albeit a absolutely terrifying one.
Well, at
Fun
least
fact,
we
the
can
reason-
fly. It would have been nice if he had let us gone first, but
It's fine.
I'm willing to go. Do you want me to go next?
Give it just a minute. Maybe he'll get back with us.
Okay.
We wait a minute.
Alright,
I'm not hopeful.
so you wait a little while, trying to hope for the best. But as you continue waiting, nothing seems to happen. The fog wall stays up. There's no sign of a returning drumstick.
Okay.
Then it passes.
The alternative is falling, so...
Yeah. Now, I have thaumaturgy. Let me go across. And when I get across, I'll shout over to you because I'm more likely for you to hear me.
Is that right?
Just gonna put it out there.
Is that
The range of thaumaturgy's voice increasement really wouldn't. But just what you remember of how far the chasm looked, it doesn't look like you'd be able to shout across it.
Okay, so wider than 300. Okay, it was a thought.
Yeah, it was a good thought. I'm just saying.
Okay. Just putting it out there.
Mhm.
It Puzzle doesn't say
It was a
and,
good.
and just Monique speculating out loud. Puzzle doesn't say anything about us not going across together.
Well, yeah, that was the assumption, I thought.
Okay. I just thought I didn't know if you wanted to do it one at a time or if you wanted to go at the same time.
I don't know, it seems like such a simple thing. I don't know.
I say at the same time.
Okay.
Snowy, do you want to come across or do you want to wait for us? Snowy?
Snowy's kind of not responding at the moment. He's there, but he's obviously not mentally there.
I pat him on the arm. We'll be 5 minutes, buddy.
The lights are on, but no one's home.
Okay, I'm gonna have you roll perception. Whoever patted me on the arm.
Sarona.
Perception?
Zero.
Yes.
Percezione. That's good
Oh.
water.
Awful. Wait, do I have foresight on myself?
You did cast foresight, didn't you?
I did cast foresight. Not much better. Okay. 14. It's 14.
With advantage?
Yeah, I did bad.
Oof.
That's French for eggs.
So, chasm.
There you go. Sent you that text.
Oh. Okay.
I sent it to the right person, right?
Yes.
Alright.
Right. Together then?
Yes. Snowy will wait here, I think.
Okay.
Monique holds out a hand.
Snowy's following you guys wherever you go. He's just not actively.
Oh,
Okay.
I hold-
decision making.
I hold Snowy's hand.
Do we need to give Snowy a blindfold?
If you tell him to close his eyes, he'll close his eyes.
Okay, Snowy. Snowy, keep your eyes closed as we cross, okay?
All right.
Okay. I'm still wearing the ashen cloak, which is the mourning clothes that I've been wearing since Avi died. So although I do close my eyes as well, I also flip the hood up, which obscures my vision for almost everything except for what's directly in front of me.
By the way, whenever Snowy speaks now, it's either copying someone in the party or a combination of everyone.
Okay. They are Kenkus. Okay. So I flip the hood up over my eyes.
Okay. And we close our eyes and we walk.
Alright. Closing your eyes and walking.
Oh, I'm more nervous about this than I think.
As you walk across the chasm, while walking towards the chasm at this point, you feel the rush of the cold wind as you walk into the fog layer. And you keep walking. Each time you extend your foot, expecting that possibly you'll not feel ground, your foot lands as it normally would. As you keep walking, the ground stops feeling like grass. You stop hearing the sounds of grass. Instead, just hearing the sounds of wind rushing past you. Each step as if you're walking on soft cushions or pillows. It doesn't feel like you're walking on anything that's usually associated with ground. As you continue to walk, a minute passes, and you still find yourself walking. Still moving slowly. Serona, roll a perception check.
Do I have to open my eyes for this?
No, this is basically just listening.
Okay, a listening perception check. That's nice.
Perception covers all the senses.
I'm rolling so awfully.
It's because the bowl that you use is bad.
Also, Monique, you can roll as well.
Okay. 10.
So that was Serona's 10.
Yes.
Ooh, that's not good.
Is that less than me? No.
Is this the third or fourth time I used the Bardic Inspiration for Snowy?
I have no idea.
Is that a Sonic reference? That sounds like a
I
reference.
shall let you choose, John.
I'd say it's probably the third time because you did use it earlier.
Yeah.
I got 8. And I didn't even
Okay.
have advantage.
As you continue walking, you suddenly start hearing voices. In Monique's case, as
You said perception, right?
yes. But Snowy doesn't have to worry about this
Yeah, alright.
because he's stupid now.
Oh.
Aww.
Not particularly.
Don't
give away
the secrets.
Of course, dude.
He's
Anyway.
actually kind of a homebrew thing, really.
Don't give away the
But
secrets.
either way. Thank you, music. Music getting all intense on us. Anyway. So as you continue walking, you start hearing voices. In Monique's case, she hears, her parents calling to her by name. She then hears her brother's voice joining in, calling for her. Sirona, as you listen. Sirona.
Yes?
Sirona, I'm here.
That's
Hello?
mess with their head.
Oh. I hate it and
Shut
I
up,
love it
John.
at the same time.
Yeah, I'm gripping very, very tightly onto Monique's hand.
Do you hear it?
I hear him. I don't. Who is it?
Avi.
It's my parents. There's no way. Don't listen to this.
Just walking.
Sirona, I'm right here.
Just walking.
I got you. I'm right here. He's not here yet. But I am.
Monique, we need to go home. Come on.
It's not time to come home yet. Shut up. You're not here.
Watch out! Right in front of you.
I know what I'm doing.
Sirona, please, I'm right here.
I'm coming. And I'm just walking. I'm coming.
I got you.
From behind you, you hear a gurgling growl.
All three of us hear that?
Well, I'm not talking for Snowy, but as far as Sirona and Monique go, both of them hear a gargling growl. Something quite large, quite hungry.
Walking faster, okay.
Making our way across the chasm,
You hear-
walking fast.
You hear heavy footfalls circling around to your right side.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
What?
Closing in on it's closing in on you.
No.
We're in the middle of the chasm. There's no way. Definitely not.
Assuming we're still on the chasm. Don't like that. Nope.
It's fine. You know what? We could probably run with our eyes closed.
Yeah, probably. I shout something very inappropriate in Primordial at it.
Naruno, Erskinar Darashis.
I shout in Primordial, your mother was a hamster and your father smelt of elderberries, just because I know it's ridiculous and I'm trying to lower my stress levels. Do we want to start running, or do we want to just walk?
No, we're not running because it's not real. We're in the middle of a chasm right now. She says with her eyes screwed very shut.
Very, very close.
Suddenly grows very quiet. And then you hear from the distance dull drumming sound. Then you realize it isn't drumming. It's the sound of wings. Mammoth wings beating on the wind. You feel the air move beside you. The wings grow ever nearer. You feel it fly just above you. Something enormous circles around. You hearing the flapping of the leather skin on its wing as it banks in a turn, circling in closer.
I activate my wings. I'm still walking, but they're just open right now.
Suddenly,
Oh, sorry. I thought we left the call.
no.
We're still here.
Suddenly, take a step forward. Then another. And the air feels warm. And then you run into a rock.
Ow!
Ah! That was real. Ouch.
Okay.
I don't
hang
open my
on.
eyes, but I'm like feeling the rock.
Hang on. Monique sort of kneels down and pats the ground to make sure it's there.
Patting the ground, you feel grass.
Okay, I think. All right, hang on. Hold on to Snowy.
So,
Snowy?
so you're
Open.
patting the rock, and as you do, you feel various etchings.
Okay.
Running your fingers over it, you feel things that seem familiar.
Huh. Okay. Hold on to Snowy. Get ready. Open eyes. In 3.
Do we want, well, do you want to go first? And then I can catch you if you fall?
Okay. Okay. Yeah. All right.
Yeah, I'm holding Snowy.
All right, and I'm holding her other hand. Opening my eyes.
My dog is begging way too hard.
Oh, poor baby.
Puppy.
Okay. Opening my eyes in 3, 2. Oh, and I also prime sort of my own ability to fly just in case. 3, 2, 1. And she opens her eyes.
Opening your eyes, you look around and you're not falling. You're still holding on to their hands.
Are you
Looking
falling?
behind you. Yeah.
Sorry.
You can ask that.
Sorry. Are you falling?
So
I keep shouting over you. I'm gonna shut up now.
I could you can RP it out real quick.
No, I think she just wanted to ask if I was falling, but I'll let you go ahead and continue with what she was seeing.
Yeah, I was doing it for the meme, so you can continue. Sorry.
Looking around you, you see a very nicely built, sturdy stone and wood structure. Behind you are 2 massive doors that you don't remember entering or hearing closing behind you.
Okay.
Monique, are you dead?
No. We're in a building. I think it's safe to open your eyes.
Okay. Ah, goodness.
Oh, boy.
I'm never flying again.
Monique, looking closer at this place, you recognize it oddly enough. It's the temple at the base of the mountain. Or at least it certainly looks like it. Except for the pillars, the stone pillars which rise up on either side of the walkway down the center. They don't obstruct the walkway, but they are a thing that wasn't there in the original temple. Looking at the far end, you notice a very large standing stone with another inscription in front of which Drumstick is standing.
Drumstick, you doing all right over there?
He waves.
Okay, whew. Okay. We made it.
Did you have a nasty walk like we did?
Not really.
Oh,
I
lucky
just
you.
walked.
Lucky you.
Okay, what's the inscription say?
As I find myself a flashlight with batteries.
It was rather uneventful.
Can I roll insight on that?
Sure.
Okay. At least I have proficiency in insight.
Ooh. Ooh, nice. What's 17 plus 11? That's 28.
I'm not wrong in assuming that, John.
Yeah, you're
Yeah, it was extremely uneventful, and he seems to be telling the truth.
Fair enough. Okay. Just wanted to see. Just wanted to know.
That's because he's stupid now.
Well, lucky you.
Actually, no, he's got stick at 16 int.
It's a joke.
It's the same int as Monique. Okay.
So, looking at the stone, it says simply this: I am not the ending. Look to me to find where you should go. Stray not to one side nor the other. Stay on the path, and things shall be well. Go off, and you shall have much to fear.
Okay. So that I can jot that down, could you repeat it but one line at a time?
I am not the ending.
Not the ending.
Look to me to find where you should go.
To me to find where you should go.
Stray not to one side nor the other.
Not to one side nor the other.
Stay on the path, and this shall be well.
Path, and this shall be well.
Go off, and you shall have much to fear.
And you shall have much to fear. Okay, well, great.
Alright, so this inscription doesn't have a visible path leading from it.
No, it's at the far end of the chapel. I mean, yes, it has a very visible path leading from it. It has one leading straight to the door.
And there are
that
no
we came in.
other... What?
The door that we came in.
Presumably.
Alright.
Although also another interesting point for Strumstick is that not only did he not hear it close behind him when he first entered, and also he ran into this tablet instead of any of the other pillars when walking in. He also didn't hear the closing or opening behind Monique or Sirona.
Yeah.
And there are no other doors or rooms that we can see?
No. In fact, the windows seem to have stone bricks set in front of them.
So would this be an insight roll to try to figure out that they actually didn't come through the doors and that they were teleported inside?
That wouldn't be insight. Insight is for people.
I mean, I think...
Yeah, it's not an insight roll, but
I think it's...
you also just don't know is one thing, so.
Yeah.
It seems a little obvious. Your character can assume things, but we can't act like we know things that the character doesn't know.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Well.
I'm just saying, my character would say, to the best of my knowledge, this path leading from the tablet would probably be the path to follow, even if it means just going out the same way we seem to have come in.
Yeah, it's the only way.
Yeah.
But, I mean, just given by what this says, just given by what the inscription says, I have a feeling that through those doors is not going to be the same journey as we just went through.
Yeah. Do you think we have to be blindfold again?
I don't.
I wouldn't think so. It doesn't seem to be stating that.
Yeah, it doesn't say anything about that. Okay.
Well,
Really quickly.
Why? What happened on your journey? I just walked for a while.
I mean, we heard voices, man, and we heard, like, footsteps and stuff. That chasm was doing its darndest to make us open our eyes and look around.
This is definitely not something he'd say, but that's woman for you.
Good grief.
So that's something you would say then.
Okay. I'm sorry. Give me just 1 second. I have to run to the restroom. And I'll be back.
I found a Hearthstone thingy in the D&D subreddit.
I also found a thingy. Different type of thingy.
This picture, it's supposed to be a positive elemental, but they used the light spawn picture from
Are you
Hearthstone.
sure there just wasn't, collaboration?
I don't think so. It's the exact same picture from Hearthstone.
Collaboration?
Oh, it says positive elemental by U/White Shadow Taiji, art of Blizzard Entertainment.
Yeah. All the art for a lot of these games actually comes from other people, and they just give it out to several people at the same time.
But it says art by Blizzard Entertainment, so Blizzard's the ones who do Hearthstone. So I'm pretty sure they just took the art from Hearthstone. Or the artist worked for the people who made Hearthstone.
It could also be that there was some sort of tie-in between Blizzard and D&D, because they do dumb things like that.
Yeah.
I make sure that Snowy is okay.
He's
No,
dead.
Snowy's acting absolutely fine.
Good.
Oh no, he's dead.
By the way, who held Snowy's hand?
Serena, I think.
Okay, your hand is very cold at the moment, like extremely cold.
Oh no, he's dead.
I am wondering what it could possibly be if it's a homebrew thing, because I did hear Funweller mention simulacrum yesterday. Not yesterday, but last session.
Yester session.
Yester session.
Yester session.
It is pretty much a simulacrum. It's kind of a botched simulacrum.
Your bot simulacrum. Ha!
Instead of being a normal simulacrum, it's one that's snow features are a lot more obvious. See, I knew when I mentioned it, it had gone unnoticed. But when John mentioned it, I was like, oh no.
Oh no.
I have returned! Give me a second.
So yeah, it's an imperfect copy.
Yes. Right.
Shit. Now what are you doing?
Kathy is here. So...
I've returned.
Okay.
Okay.
That's why I said, what are you doing?
Well, I'll go ahead and open the door if we're ready to head off. Does anyone want tea before we go?
I think we'll be okay. We'll have tea breaks after we get back, maybe.
Okay.
So I
Little
go.
did they know, they were out of tea.
No.
I
The
mean-
strange winged monster stole my tea.
I mean, I'm pretty sure that garden in that third puzzle, with the garden is probably got some tea, some plants you can make tea out of.
Unless the puzzle
Yeah, but
is
you
like
have to dry the leaves, and this is boring.
Not if you have Druidcraft.
I could
No, it
probably
stays
fix
boring, even if you have Druidcraft.
Shut up! It's boring.
Okay, so I'll push the doors open.
Dramatically, like Aragorn.
Yes. Except without the walking forward in case there's no walkway. I stay still.
You walk right off the cliff. Ah!
My wings are still activated.
Your wings fall off the cliff.
No.
Your wings fall off your back and fall down the cliff.
Sadness noises.
Anyway, so, opening the doors, you look out, and at a relatively close distance, by relatively I mean it's not over 300 feet away, is a building. However, the building isn't like what the one across the chasm should be. Instead, it looks almost as if you're looking at it through water. The shifting surface of a lake, as it were.
Carcosa
Not
flashbacks.
waves, but wavy, as it were. Optical distortions. Between you and it is a pleasant green field. And a nice little path with a white picket fence along it. On either side.
Okay, so there is a path leading directly out then?
Oh, I 100% do not trust this.
Well, it says to walk it says to walk along the path according with the thing and the plaque. Is the building directly in the way?
The path leads straight into a set of steps leading up to the doorway of the building. The steps themselves are looking like stone made out of water.
Okay.
The stone is acting like water, as like waves, and it's shifting about, like jello.
Like a heat wave, kind of like a heat mirage, off of like
The
Astro?
stairs themselves. The stairs themselves just look like stone acting like water.
Oh, I don't like that. Okay, hang on. I'm gonna go back to the mural on the pillars. I'm gonna have another look at it, just in case there may be something that I'm missing, because it does say, "Look to me to find where you should go." Can I do like a perception check?
Go ahead.
Because I feel like there might be something a little more hidden in it, other than just it's the only direction out.
Find the witness puzzle, Kathy.
Okay.
Now look at the letters and find out they're all golden.
Okay.
That means we must go east
21.
or west. Looking at the stone, you notice that oddly enough, it is quite well polished. To the point that looking at it closely, you can see the doorway and its reflection, though you don't see outside of the doorway, oddly enough. It just seems to show the archway, then beyond that, there is no reflection. Except for two barely distinguishable white lines that lead off into the distance.
Find anything?
Yeah. And I beckon everyone over and show them the sort of white lines. But I don't know, how am I supposed to keep an eye on the lines and then if we're leaving as well?
Do we walk backwards?
That's an idea?
I also like poke the mirror just to see if it is a solid mirror.
You mean the pillar?
It's not really a mirror. The pillar itself is polished almost to a mirror finish.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what I meant. I poked it.
It is in fact a rock.
Gotcha.
It legit. Okay. Are the white lines just that picket fence?
You have a hard time telling. It is the right color, but the lines look a tad bit less distinguishable. Then again, that might just be the fact of this reflection being odd. Seeing as you can't even see the path itself outside or the grasslands on either side. Not even the building.
Is the mural in the building still visible from like the doorway on the other side of the room? Is it still are you still easily able to see it?
You can't really, like, walking backwards or looking at it, you can't really, like, after you get off the dais on which the thing is set, you can't really see the reflection too well.
Yeah, because your angle's changed. Okay, I think walking backwards, while a good idea, is not the way to go.
But alternatively, the white lines are a hint. So the fence. I mean, we're not gonna get much more from inside this building.
Yeah, okay. Strumstick, what do you say? What do you think?
Strumstick is busy tuning his guitar, wasn't paying much attention.
Thank you for your input, Strumstick.
Okay. Alright, yeah. Fence. We're going with the fence.
Fence.
Okay.
Right.
This may just be the same kind of deal, but with our eyes open. Probably is what's going to happen.
Probably.
Which means it's going to be a whole lot worse, because now we can see what's not real.
But now we can run.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Okay. Okay, I am not the ending. Look to me to find where you should go. Stray not to one side nor the other. Stay on the path, and this shall be well. Go off, and you shall have much to fear. It seems really straightforward, but I don't trust it at all. It's too idyllic. Okay. Alright, let's go.
Okay.
Holding hands, except unless Strumstick doesn't want to hold hands.
Strumstick is not holding hands. He needs both hands for his guitar.
Fair enough. Okay. Zoran and I are holding hands.
Okay. And we'll take the front.
Yeah, we'll take the lead, because Strumstick is just gonna follow us while tuning his guitar.
Okay.
I would like to say that was the wrong thing to post in chat, John, because now I'm just distracted by dragons.
Zaruna's other hand is on the fence. And the fact that I've watched so many videos on game design is probably spoiling this puzzle for me, but that's fine.
I would say that the fence itself, it's a very short fence. About for you, you're decently short. It's taller, but it's only about shin level for like a normal human.
Ah, okay.
So it's like a foot tall.
Okay.
I was gonna say style, but I wasn't sure if you would understand that terminology.
No. Okay. Carefully, keeping our eyes on the building, or keeping our eyes on the fence, I suppose. We start heading down the path.
Alright. Walking forward. As you continue to walk, you begin to notice people walking in from the distance. Looking at them, you don't really know who they are. You don't recognize them. But you notice a lot of them walking by. Several of them simply step over the little fence and walk across the path, step over it again, step over the other side, and move off. A whole bunch of people just seemingly walking over the fence. One person, in fact, decides to cartwheel over the fence, across the path, and over the other fence. Just because he's a show-off Greg. Anyway. Continuing to walk.
After this time, Strumstick's finally got his guitar tuned, and he's playing a simple tune.
Oh, what a lovely spring day for you to visit our city.
Oh no.
I have a question for you, John. I'm guessing
Yeah?
the answer is correct.
The answer is never correct. I will assert your ability. Yes.
Alright.
Now
Do we recognize the faces of any of the people walking by?
I think he's answering John's question at
Not
the moment.
particularly.
Okay.
Okay. Still walking.
Just don't talk to anybody.
Not
Just
talking to anyone.
keep on walking.
Keep walking.
Keep
Walking further and further on. You notice several people starting to set up merchant stalls, selling things. Somebody seems looking quite nice. A big stall pops up somehow, including a nice brick oven that wasn't there a few seconds ago. And from it you can smell delicious pastry smells. Another stall on the other side looks strangely like Avi's wagon and is also selling various tapestries, other such oddities.
Definitely not real. Wasn't real last time. Isn't gonna be real this time.
Yep, wasn't there a moment ago? Now it's there. Definitely not real.
And besides, you can cook way better than whatever it is they're selling. That's
yes,
fine.
Definitely.
It's fine.
I'm going to get a paranoid complex doing this.
Oh boy.
While you two are conversing, my Strumstick is sniffing the air, looking very longingly at these brick ovens with their delicious smells.
Did you hear us earlier, Strumstick? No walking off the path.
This is all just illusionary. We had the same problem walking here over the chasm.
I didn't, and I can see those guys right there.
I know, but it's definitely not real, I assure you.
Oh, I'm pretty sure it's real. I just think it's dangerous to move off the path. I wish I had Mage Hand. I'd snag myself a roll.
That's a shame. Well, don't you worry, because Serona is an excellent cook and a chef, and when this is all done, we'll fix something up really good for after this to celebrate.
You'll have a
It
king's
looks
feast.
dubious.
You'll have a king's feast, I'll tell you.
You watch
Looking very dubious.
You watch as a chef, pulls out a bunch of rolls from an oven, setting them down on her little counter. She then produces a sack of frosting. She begins to pour over the rolls. It gives a nice sizzle sound as the drizzle of icing falls on.
I'll pay you twice the price if you bring it to me. Rah.
Sorry, I can't exactly leave my stall. Someone might come by and steal something. If you want anything, I'm selling basically all of these for a copper.
Strumstick, I swear. Do not step over that fence.
No, Strumstick is not going to be stepping over that fence. But Strumstick is debating whether or not he wants to do something that you guys would consider rude in the least.
Well, they're not real, so we don't care.
Well, he didn't say that to us, so we can't answer any questions.
Oh, yeah, that's fair. Ignore that.
He is
last
looking
statement.
rather peeved at the moment.
Strumstick, would you like
Madam, I shall watch, and if anything is stolen, I shall pay you twice what it's worth. Could you please bring me some of those? I will buy them all for a silver.
Sorry, I can't do that.
He's gonna Eldritch Blast the pastries.
I'm sorry.
Oof.
What? Since when do bars have access to Eldritch Blast?
Since they could steal spells from other classes.
As you attack the innocent pastries, committing a serious crime in the realms of Skyrim.
Nice.
Let me guess, someone Eldritch blasted your threefold.
Nice. Oh, whoa! Watch the magic.
God could get nervous. The man approaches with his weapon drawn.
Chicken approaches with his weapon drawn.
Watch the fire!
No, he just strums his guitar and a blast just shoots off the end. And now he's stalking away very self-righteously.
The pastry shop owner is looking very aghast at you and lets out a shrill whistle, at which several guards are now chasing you.
Well, now you've done it. Can we book it?
Sure thing.
I think we're gonna have
You
to.
can book it.
I think we're gonna have to book it because if they drag him over the fence, that's not gonna be good.
Yeah.
Roll dexterity.
Oh no.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
14 for Monique.
I swear I cannot roll well.
There's
12.
a simultaneous face plant as both Drumstick and Snowy fall to the ground. They rolled a 2 and a 5.
Ouch.
Ouch.
Okay, I'm gonna check my spell list. Oh no.
Okay, so Rona got a 12.
So 12 for Serrano. What was Monique's?
14.
Wow.
Yeah, we did awfully.
The guards somehow managed to catch up with you. Stop right there, criminal scum! You violated the law.
Can I pick up Strumstick and fly with him?
You're allowed to try.
Yeah. Is that a strength check?
What about...
I can only carry at least one person. Is that strength? Am I right?
Well, he fell behind you, so I suppose, yeah, let's just do strength.
Okay. Seriously. Okay. I do not succeed almost certainly with a 10.
Well, now I'm going to roll a dexterity check for the guards to see if they keep up with you as you're somewhat fumbling with the chicken.
Yes, as I fumble with the oversized chicken.
In fact, they do. Stop! Do you stop?
No, we do not. Monique's gonna hoist up Snowy. Because someone's gotta carry him too. At least now we're in the air.
We just fell over.
Do we successfully get them in the air?
Well, you got them in the air, but the thing is that you're hampered by them enough. Well actually, Serena hasn't made a roll for it yet.
Okay.
Monique's hampered enough that she's not able to outpace the guards.
And the moment you leave the ground, Strumstick and Snowy are both going to start wriggling uncontrollably.
Oh, for heaven's sakes, you stupid chicken!
And he is squawking rather loudly
Okay,
and vehemently.
Okay, I come back to ground, and I'll put the stupid chicken down, and I will point at them, at the guards with my spear, and I'll cast Whirlwind.
Alright. Is that a roll for anything?
I have to fully read the spell. Just a moment. I've never used this spell before. Okay,
I think you did at the inside of the maze, but that's about it.
Oh yeah. Oh, I was using like Gust or
No,
something.
geez, Gust of Wind in
Yeah.
the maze. Whirlwind
Oh,
slightly
okay.
stronger.
Yeah, Gust is a cantrip. This is a 7th level. Okay, Whirlwind howls down on the point you can see on the ground within range, which is definitely within range. 10-foot radius, 30-foot high cylinder. Until the spell ends, you can use your action to move the whirlwind. It sucks up any medium or smaller objects that aren't secured. Dexterity saving throw on the first time if you're in it or on your turn when you enter it.
What
Okay.
song are we on, John? Can you check that?
I cannot.
Can you like...
I was hoping it actually picked them up, but that doesn't actually... Oh wait, no. Yes, that is right. We will pick them up if they lose the save.
Can
Okay.
you maybe exclamation point song?
Explanation point Q usually gives you the list of songs.
You forgot a U. Okay. So we're on salvation. So just do skip on the list, because I'm going to be throwing something else out there.
On the whole list?
Wow, we're that close to the end. I didn't realize. Yeah, you can just skip on the rest of the list.
Like,
Nope, we still got one song left. Not two.
No, actually, this spell does do what I need it to do. Okay, so...
What's it do?
Okay. Yeah, whenever you're ready, whenever you're done messing with the music, they have to make dex...
No.
What?
Yeah. Make a dexterity check.
Yeah, they have to make dex saving throws in order to take half damage. But if they fail the dex check, they have to make strength checks or be lifted into the air. If they succeed on the dex, they don't have to do the strength, though.
Okay, 1 second.
They're going to take half damage anyway, even if they succeed, so I'm going to go ahead and take the time to roll that damage. Can I have some D6s?
4 guards, they're gonna die. Because someone wouldn't give me a sweet roll.
Can I get 4,
Sorry.
please? 4
How
6s,
dare you.
thank you. Okay. Pull out my calculator. That's the wrong one. I don't like that one. I don't even know why I have that one. Okay.
How many sweet rolls did she have?
Baker's dozen.
Okay, so that's 13.
13.
Right? Yeah. I obliterated 4 of them, if you didn't know.
How did you get them?
I didn't. I Eldritch blasted them.
Ah, gotcha.
Okay, sorry.
That's a lot of 5s. I'm very happy.
I'm actually gonna make an attack roll because you're supposed to for each of the Eldritch blasts.
No, you don't have to.
There you go.
Alright, so they have to make a dexterity check.
Uh-huh.
Well, I'm glad you didn't make me. I rolled a nat 1.
That was a nat 1, so what now?
I said I rolled a nat 1 for one of the things.
I'm talking to the other person.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Also, you're echoing.
Am I?
You're making me echo. Okay, now you're better. You're good.
Okay, so you rolled for them and you got a natural 1? Oof.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that means they take 33 damage, and if they are still alive, they have to make strength checks to not be pulled into the air.
Well, since they rolled a 5, that means they're flying.
Yes. Every turn that they are in there, they can make a strength or dexterity check to get out, but they're pulled 5 feet higher inside of it, to a max of 30 feet. And then whenever they succeed, they get flung into a random direction for a certain number of feet, 3d6 times 10 feet away, once they succeed a dex or strength check. So they're now in the air. There's just a tornado on the road.
Okay, cool. Hold on a moment.
We'll make it a blue magic-y tornado just for funsies. Yeah.
Someone's gonna give me a sweet roll at the end of this.
It is time to be running!
Anyway, so as you attack them, sending them flying away, you suddenly watch as all of the people stop in their tracks, and no matter what position they were at, they all have their heads turned on, no matter how unnaturally, look directly at you.
Ooh.
Oh, I don't like that.
Their lips peel back and dry, chapping to ashen bits, revealing gnarled teeth, yellow with age, decay. Their eyes become hollow. Their skin on their face shrinks onto their skull, and they all release a chilling screech.
Oh.
I know exactly what that is.
Oh, I barely heard that. I'm going to turn up the cult bard, but I did not like that.
Fine, I'll play it again for you.
Chilling screech. Here we go.
Takes me forever to do this, but I can do it.
Oh. Don't like that.
Do not like that at all. Well, I love it, but I also hate it. Okay. So running, I think?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, let's run.
Let's go.
Running, you're now making a breakneck pace for the stairway. It still looks all wavy and such at the base of this grand building. Everyone, roll dexterity checks.
Okay. Can I say that I was technically flying directly above the group because my flying speed is the same as my walking speed?
So that's a 19 and an 11. The higher one being for Strumstick.
Can I say that I was flying because my flying speed is faster than my walking speed?
You're allowed.
Yay! Okay. I swear I
Things
cannot
turn
roll above
real
a 10.
ugly. I have something big to do.
Is it a check or a save?
Check.
No. That's a 13 for Monique.
That is also a 13 for Serona.
We're all in this together.
Getting some really bad
Alright.
rolls.
Same.
So that was a 16, you said?
13.
19 and a 16, I think it was.
19 and 16, what was the other one? There was supposed to be a third somewhere around here.
Monique and Serona both were 13s.
Both were what?
13.
So 19, 16, and 2 13s.
Yes.
So bad.
Oof.
Yeah, we are not fast.
That is one failed save. Not really save, but you know what I mean.
Yeah. One failed check.
Alright, so let's see this. Well, let me see.
That's why you gotta go and aggravate the good people.
Why did you do it?
Stromstick,
I
I
shot
am.
a sweet roll. You killed several guards.
I don't think they died.
You assaulted a woman!
Stromstick, I'm so upset.
Alright. So, 3 of them are peeling ahead. And are getting closer.
Their heads are also peeled.
Roll again.
Stop following us, or I will open fire.
Just open fire!
No, hang on. Oh, hang on. I have an idea. Before I roll my check, may I cast Blade Barrier?
You may.
Alright, I'm gonna cast it behind us, so hopefully it'll block the path a bit. I don't know if they'll probably just run around it, but maybe it'll slow some of them down.
I've got a big range on Whirlwind. Can I say I can move it 30 feet? Can I try to hit a few and try to slow them down?
The only ones you can hit at this point are the ones that were falling behind.
Ah, okay. So that doesn't particularly help then.
Because you are going at running speed, and that thing's slower than running speed.
Gotcha. Okay.
So yeah, you made a straight wall 100 feet long, 20 feet high.
For my Blade
So
Barrier?
it's gonna be really hard for them to go through that.
Well, good. Might slow them down a bit, but Dex check now.
Well, that's an 11. That's better than most.
Woo! Natural 20!
14 for Serona.
It's about time I got a good roll.
Alright.
And 13, I think it was.
Well, so that's a 6, a 13. Was it 2 13s?
Serona had a 14. One better than last
No.
time.
14. So you have a 14, What did we have? We have 14. More numbers.
Monique had a natural 20.
20.
A 6 and a 13. 6 being Strum.
Alright, majority of you passed. So that's a success.
Yes.
You're able to peel ahead slightly.
Is this a skill challenge?
What do they do when they encounter the wall of blades?
That is on this turn. So,
Please
roll
work.
again.
Run.
How
Come on.
close are we getting to the building, by the way?
You're decently close, but it's hard to really judge distance.
In the panic,
Running
okay.
for your ever-loving lives.
Yeah. Strumstick is apparently trying to play his guitar as fast as possible because he rolled another 5.
Yes, who else rolled a 5?
Snowy's rolled an 18.
Can I cast a spell too?
Go ahead.
Can I cast the spell Tidal Wave?
Alright.
Okay. It is an area that's only 30 feet long. Wait. Yeah, 30 feet long, 10 feet wide, 10 feet tall. So I don't know if that can hit all of them, but however many it does hit, they have to make dex saving throws or take damage and are knocked prone.
Alright. Well, we're doing this as whenever you guys cast a spell, they take a negative.
Oh, okay. So it's like a skill challenge type thing. Okay. Let me roll my dex then. Move yours.
Because their saves are pretty low.
I cannot roll higher than 11.
For the sake of not TPKing.
14. Another flippin' 14.
So 2 14s?
Yes.
Okay, well.
And Monique got
unfortunately,
a 7.
Alright, that's some bad numbers. As you're running, you watch, you cast a brief glance behind you, and you watch as one of these creatures just barrels through the sword barrier, apparently, having rolled a natural 20 on the chase. And he's just looking it at you. You have lost some of your gain to distance, and that is a lost negotiation.
Alright. At this point, he is gonna, while we're running, receive about 8 Eldritch Blasts straight to the forehead. I'm not calling the shot, I'm just shooting at him.
I get you. So that's another negative for the roll after this one.
And it might kill him via damage, if you let me roll for that.
And now we're just rolling to see, because he's not the only one chasing you. There are others who are
He's
pulling in for
the
the chase.
closest one. If I can take out the one that rolled the natural 20, it will help with the chase.
Well, by technicality, they're closer. They're just so happen to be on the other side of the stile ahead of you.
This is kind of like running from a zombie horde. You can hit the leader and it'll just get replaced with another leader.
Alright. Rolling for the dex saves. Dex rolls.
If I can add on to the negatives that we're dealing to these guys, I'll cast spike growth behind us.
Oh, that one's a good one. I'm
my spells?
negotiating whether or not I want to do something really big.
Now would be the time to do it.
Okay, so we got spike growth, and I gotta roll my dex check now. Are we rolling another?
Just we are rolling.
Yes. Okay, I'll also, well, I'll wait for next turn.
Okay.
I'll wait for next turn, probably, but yeah, my roll, you go first.
Finally,
go.
something higher than an 11. That is
Ooh!
21.
And another natural 20 for Monique.
Yes!
21 for Serona. Finally!
Cheers.
And for the
Uh,
Bergman,
A 5 and an 18. 5 for Strumstick again. Strumstick is just not fast.
well,
It's his chicken
the
legs.
you have half of your group passing it, so you get a pass.
Nice.
That one person who didn't like one of the people who didn't pass also got pretty darn close to the passing grade.
So is this kind of like if half of us get past it, then the whole group does?
Yes and no, depends on how well you pass it.
Fair enough.
Because in that case, you get a natural 20 and somebody who's really close to passing.
Yes.
Or the one who just straight up passed. So.
All right.
Alright.
We making distance, hopefully?
Yeah, you are looking at your situation as it currently stands. You could either make it to the door in this turn, or you could be caught by them this turn.
Okay.
Oh, it's really close. Okay.
What's the cat? Oh, 10 minutes. No, I can't do that.
What's he saying?
What? Say again?
I didn't even catch a single thing you said because you kept on interrupting yourself with your own laughter.
Yeah, I was
Tell the
looking at
joke straight-faced and not to.
I was looking at a spell that would have like the prayer of healing. If you guys recognize that.
You're
reference.
going all robot band in the background, by the way.
There we go. Is that better?
Yes.
Yep.
I was looking at a spell that would have taken about as much time as a prayer of healing.
Oh yeah, 10 minutes.
Yeah. I was like, I'll cast that. It would have definitely made us get away, like, without any of the issues.
Okay,
But,
So, you know, you'd take 10 minutes.
I'll cast I'll cast another spell. Ice Storm, which deals damage and also makes the ground difficult terrain.
Alright.
Okay, I will cast Wall of Stone and just make another barrier for them. Right, there goes nothing. And Dex. I'll let you go first this time.
Nice.
Okay.
And, okay. Nope, 10 minutes.
Okay, so Dex check is a 12 for Monique.
Okay, what is... That's a 2. That's a 2. So 14.
A 17 for Serona.
Alright. At this point,
What'd you roll?
I haven't rolled yet, but
All the
I'm
spells have been...
casting spell. Both Strumstick and Snowy just vanish from sight as they cast greater invisibility on themselves.
Nice.
And that's a nat 20 and a 2.
As you rush in, you make it to the door, just as several of the beasts reach the steps. Thinking about, you look around real quick, and you don't see Strumstick, but you
But
basically
you hear him
everyone...
walking, close the door, I'm already through.
So you're going... I suppose you both go to close the door.
Yes.
Headset. Alright, you close the door, keeping it as best you can, even as they're rushing up the stairs.
Can I do a really quick
As they're trying to close the door, Strumstick and Snowy are just blasting them with Eldritch Blast. Give me a moment, I just got a door knock.
It's the monsters wanting in.
Can I do a quick thunder wave through the door?
That's a cube. You're gonna hit us.
It's a cube originating like
From self.
From self. I was thinking I could stick my hand out through the door while it's closing and thunder wave, and then pull it back in and then close the door. Does that work?
No.
Huh?
As far as I'm concerned, yeah.
Okay.
You get off lightly this time. What's
Yeah.
the run rule? You don't be a dub.
I'm not being a dog. That's why I was figuring out if I can cast it through the door. Okay, so a thunder wave. Thunder wave. Thunder wave. Honestly, thunder wave might help the door close faster, but I'm not gonna test that theory. Just gonna close the door.
I used Thunderwave on the door. The door breaks. The frick.
Oh, I actually
I
said
can't believe you've done this.
I can't believe you've done this.
I actually said frick at work the other day, and one of my coworkers is like, "Did you just swear?" Because I'm notorious for not swearing. And I was like, "It'll be a cold day in heck before I swear for real."
I'm back.
He's back. So we got some Eldritch Blast and we got some Thunder Waves. It's a veritable Ox Venture up in here.
No, it does not.
Yes, it is.
So, fending off the hordes from the door, you watch as they fall before you. And you manage to close the door. Just as they're about to reach it. And even as you close the door, you hear various thunks against it.
Is it made of wood? Can I druid craft the latch shut?
You may.
Okay. I put as much wood and substance into there so that it cannot move as possible.
Alright. You make it so that the door will not open.
The door is now not so much a door and more of a tree.
Start sprouting branches.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, let's let him speak.
All right, at this moment, you can't see it, but
The
Strumstick
mind
is drawing
Well, actually-
something on the ground.
You are casting spells, so you ended your invisibility.
Oh, it does greater invisibility. And
Where's your
Nope.
greater invisibility?
no,
Really?
you and a creature you touch become invisible, or a creature you touch become invisible until the spell ends. Anything the target is wearing or carrying is invisibility as long as it's on the target's person. That is the reading of the rule.
I'm pretty sure it says if you cast a spell, it ends.
No, this is greater invisibility.
Alright.
But we're drawing on the ground, and just as we finish, we pop back into existence.
Okay. Can I check for windows and other doors to make sure that we're okay?
Well, as you approached, you didn't see much in the way of windows except for wavy stained glass windows that were a decent way above the floor.
Okay.
In fact, after a few moments, you stop hearing anything from outside the door.
Okay. That worries me more, to be honest.
Mhm.
Also, Strumstick, and I kick him in the shins.
Good luck with that.
I try.
What kind of attack roll is that?
That's probably just a strength melee attack roll, but I still have foresight.
It's a shooting kick roll.
Okay.
Ooh.
Well, 19 plus, that would be strength, right?
Yeah.
23. I don't think I have proficiency in unarmed, so I don't get to add that. So, 23.
By the way, he is kneeling on the ground. Just so you know, he's drawing.
His shins
That-
are still available.
That makes him prone, I think.
Not really. His shins are parallel to the ground.
Well, she'll kick him in the leg
I
then.
kick him
There we
in
go.
general. I will kick him in the butt if I need to. He's just
Alright.
getting kicked.
A gentle kick, though, not a hard one.
No, just a why do you do the things that you do type of rant that she has occasionally.
Because if you're actually trying to kick him hard, that would have had not good consequences.
Well, I was actually trying to kick you, and I rolled a 23.
But are you doing the trying to cause as much pain as possible without injuring sort of thing?
No, it's just a kick.
It's just a kick. I deal like
Alright.
1 point of damage.
I don't think a kick even does that.
It would be an unarmed attack, which is if you're doing damage, it'd be 1 damage plus your strength mod.
Okay, well, he technically takes 5 damage then. If I hit
That's
him with
if John wants to.
I think it's just more of a matter of you're going to just... Like, you weren't trying to hurt him, were you?
No, not particularly. Not seriously.
Just kind of.
I'm okay with, like, 1 damage. Just a frustration.
Unarmed melee attacks are usually 1 plus your strength mod.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'm not trying to actually, like, seriously injure him, so I'm okay with just, like, the 1 base and not put my full effort into it. Because I don't want to actually harm him. I'm just angry.
Alright.
Yeah,
So
like the times that I
you
punched
kick him.
Natnosh. Okay. I kick him. You get a good kick in the shin or leg or wherever.
Alright, now's not the time for arguing. Alright. If nothing else is going to happen.
Turning around to look around at the place, it's a rather wide expanse of a building. There is a door ahead of you, but on either side of you, you see a long hallways that just kind of lead off with various other doors. Looking at the floor below you, you notice that the floor where you're standing currently is made out of something like marble, while as the rest of the floor just seems to be a darker type of stone that just goes off into the distance before the turning of where the house is. The entirety of this building seems to shift and shimmer as if you're looking at even the floor that you're standing on through water. The same goes for the walls and the ceiling.
That's just kind of sickening to look at.
So there is a door on the opposite side. It's closed, presumably?
It's closed, yes.
Okay.
Are there any more pillars with inscriptions?
None that you see.
Right.
After he receives said kick, kind of turns, looks you in the eye and says, "Under the circumstances, I will allow that once, and only once."
Under the circumstances, I would ask you to be more careful and not assault random women.
I didn't hurt anyone.
You hurt her business.
You, on the other hand, killed several guards.
You provoked them.
We don't actually
That may
know if
be
they
so.
died.
But you were the one that hopped into the fight. They would have left you alone.
Would they have, though?
Last I checked, he was chasing all of us.
That's the thing. Did you check, or did you act, and kill without reason?
I've become quite fond of acting without reason recently. Not that you would understand the context of that. Not that you would understand anything that's going on right now.
Look, now is not the time. We are so close. And we need to... Hang on. The music bot stopped. Did we...
No, it doesn't.
Oh, okay. I was just double checking, make sure we didn't lose you, because that keeps happening sometimes.
There we
No,
go.
we're still here.
We're so close to the end at this point. Getting into pointless arguments over who started what fight is not necessary at this point. I don't care whose fault it is, whether it is casting random spells at shopkeepers for not selling you a roll, or casting spells at guards for looking a little bit aggressive. It doesn't matter. What matters right now is getting to the end of this.
Right. Well, Let's open up the far side door, make sure there's no monsters, and see if we can see the picket fence.
Oh, really quickly before we do, I'd like to have another look around for any more pillars with more pillars with inscriptions.
Yeah, that seems like a good idea. Can I join her in that?
I'm getting confused by all these
Have we
things.
lost John?
John?
No, I was just distracted by the stupidity that is your meme.
Oh, he's posting memes. Okay.
I would like to ask that we don't post any more memes.
Okay.
Anyway. So, moving on. As you open the door, you hear the last bit of a conversation. Try it, I'm afraid. First time for everything, eh? Indeed. But don't be disheartened. Yeah. Sure. Entering, you see a rather nicely sized hall. And at the, well, by hall I mean just like a very wide room, that has various shelves with books and such. In the center is an old man wearing a nice robe. Down the other side of the large room, you watch as a winged armored figure is stepping through a door, closing it behind.
Do we recognize this winged figure?
It seems fairly similar to those comic books.
Oh, my word. Okay, guys. I have a problem. Where exactly is the marble on the floor?
Straight ahead.
How much of the room does it cover?
It covers a path up to the old man, a wide circle around him, and then out the door where Clint is walking.
Oh, I'm so angry.
Is it the witness?
No, we have to stay on the path. The white line rule still applies in here. Obviously, because the white line is still here.
Okay.
But there's so many books, and Clint the Magnificent just walked out the door. Guys. He just walked out the exit that the white line follows, right? Awesome, okay. I mean, I don't believe that he's actually real at this point, but it'd be nice. Sure would be nice.
Yeah.
Oh, those books, though.
I really don't want to be attacked by, like, killer monster books or something, though.
I know.
We already had, like, weird, fangy, hollow-eyed people that I don't like.
I know. Okay, let's just keep walking and see where and see if we can meet up with the old man.
As you walk up, and the door on the far end closes behind what is presumably Clem the Magnificent,
Nice.
you approach him, and the old man looks over to you. Oh, welcome.
Hello?
Hello.
You lot have done quite well with this trial. A lot better than others. Oh, some hiccups, I presume.
What'd he say?
Can you repeat that, because it came across a little garbled on our end?
Though you had some hiccups, I presume.
Some hiccups.
A few hiccups, yeah. Nasty
Not to worry.
claw-faced people back there was not great.
Oh, yes. Seems you riled them up a good bit.
Yeah, turns out shooting a storekeeper's stall will do that.
Not right now.
Well, either way, you did well. Here, this is for you. and he passes to you another piece of a stone amulet-type object.
Oh, thank heavens. That's 2.
Okay.
Does that mean we reached the end? Is this room
The
here?
end is through that door. I wouldn't suggest walking outside, as you have so gallantly avoided thus far.
Curses.
Besides, these books don't contain much at all.
Only the summation of all things, good and evil, and all knowledge.
Yeah. Fine.
This one contains the answers to all the questions. This one contains all the questions to the answers.
I like it.
Well, I'm fully fed up with this puzzle, so let's head off, I guess.
Alright. What's your name, by the way?
It doesn't matter.
Anyway.
Ericus, it doesn't matter.
Wait. What was that bit in between the two it doesn't matters?
Ericus, it doesn't matter.
Ericus.
Is his last name It Doesn't Matter?
Probably.
With that, he disappears in a wisp of smoke, and where he stands, you notice the white circle thoroughly avoids. So there's a patch of gray stone in its form of a circle right where he was standing.
It is the witness.
Interesting. Okay. Following Clint the Magnificent, or whatever that was that we saw.
Right.
Unless anyone... No, yeah.
I haven't got any better ideas.
Yeah, no. Off we go.
Right.
And I have my spear at the ready in case there's any nasty monsters.
Stepping through the door, you're buffeted by a harsh wind. Blink a few times, and you look around yourself. You are now back at where the pillar was. The chasm is behind you once again. There is no door and no sign of the building. Off in the distance, you see a winged figure, some 500 feet away, flying quite quickly away.
There he goes.
I wave.
Adelaide's gonna be so upset when he finds out that we saw him. I wonder if he ever
On the
met...
floor in front of you, you find issue 0 of Clint the Magnificent with a signature on it.
Aww.
With Clint's signature?
Looking at it, it does look like Clint, though it's written with a goblin flair to it.
Oh.
At this point, my chicken starts pulling out pen and paper from his bag, starts staring at the thing, and starts trying to forge the signature.
Monique picks up issue 0 and starts flipping through it. Oh, wow.
Okay, so what would I roll for forging?
As you attempt to forge it, unfortunately, you notice that the ink itself is magical, and it defies your intent. Every time you write a signature, thinking you're forging it perfectly, following each line, you look at what you've written, and it's an insult directed at yourself.
I will accept this.
It's hard to dupe someone of this level of power, I think. Drumstick.
Of this caliber is what you're going for.
Yeah, this caliber. Oh,
The issue 0 deals with the story of how it starts with a goblin bandit party waiting by a roadside for a group of travelers and subsequently attacking them. only to be completely massacred. But one of the goblins is spared by a Goliath cleric, who you actually somewhat recognize, looking somewhat like Monique. It looks somewhat similar to the Goliath we had met, and the chapel.
Oh. Oh.
At the
Okay.
very end of the issue, the Goliath asks the goblin for its name, to which it responds in a frame centered around the goblin's gnarled face, responding simply with Clint.
Oh, he's a gobbo.
He's a gobbo.
He's a gobbo. I thought he was an angel, but he's a gobbo.
Oh, we ought to tell Bunky about this when we see her again.
Yeah.
Oh, this is amazing.
She would like this.
Adelaide would like this. I wonder if
I'm
Adelaide
gonna have
ever...
to make the actual comic though. That's the problem.
Yeah,
Yes. Kathy can draw.
Because I want to, but it's a problem.
I can't draw it. I'm not very good at drawing the same face consistently. Ah, wow. I wonder if Adelaide ever did meet Clint himself. One day we'll meet up with him again.
Yeah.
Strum's...
So,
Strum's...
now you have 2 parts of what appears to be a circle cut in thirds.
Yes. Okay. Let's take a break and have tea, everyone. I think we've gone through a few things.
Right. Tea time.
Strumstick,
Alright.
if you like, I do have something to ask you.
Who does the bird blink?
Okay. Monique reaches into one of the very deep and large sleeves of the ashen cloak and pulls out a very worn and crumpled piece of paper. And she sort of unfolds it, being very careful not to rip it because it's kind of old and not very good shape. It's got a few tear stains and a lot of crumpling, like she was angry with it at one point. And she unfolds it to show a piece of poetry. She's sort of careful.
You need a copy.
What?
I said, you need a copy.
I don't need a copy. I need some advice. She flips it over to show the back, and you can see that there is a section in the very last stanza where a couple of lines are missing. I just need some help finishing it. I haven't had the heart to go back to it since Avi died, and I want it to be ready when the time comes.
Very well. Let me see it for a while.
She hands it over. It's a I won't say exactly, I won't say the words or anything, but
Yeah.
I'll sort of describe it. It's a song
He's
from
100% doing the chicken move the head rapidly and stop thing, looking all over this thing.
Oh, I love it. It is a song sung by someone who is almost counseling someone younger than them. Describing the hardships, and it's describing in vague terms the hardships they went through in life, and the struggles and of loneliness and doubt. And the very last stanza seems to be tending towards a more positive note, but that's also the point where it stops, because it wasn't done when the worst came. And she hasn't had the heart to find the words to finish it.
He pulls out his own pen and paper, so he's not messing with your thing,
Thank you.
and starts scribbling rapidly, and in a very passable imitation of your handwriting. If you didn't get it, he's very good at forging stuff.
I wonder why.
But he writes a couple of lines that would finish in the exact same style that you were going for. And he writes a couple different iterations of different things and hands back both pieces of paper and says, here's a couple ideas of mine. And as you read them, you can basically just see them coming out of your mouth because he's 100% copied your style.
Awesome. She starts looking over them, sort of humming to herself. Alright,
but what would I roll for forging if I wanted to do it in the future, John? That
I
is
think it's a
something.
forging roll.
Right.
I rolled 25 for tea as well.
Oh. Okay.
I was wondering how I'd finish this. You're not allowed to look.
Yeah.
It says it's up to your DM to decide which ability or skill applies to the ability check.
I've
I'd
seen
say it's probably an intelligence and, well, perception check, really, I'd say. A perception check to be able to see the intricacies of the inscription and be able to copy it.
Alright,
But you're not really going to need to worry about that.
Yeah. Well, if I rolled, I got a 32 on that.
Either way.
I still have
Hey, you wrote some very eloquent insults directed towards yourself.
No, I'm not doing...
I know. I just say, like, no matter what you try and forge, you're still insulting yourself. You're like, wait, what?
Oh no. Some of the after effects.
But no. Moving back to it.
Yeah.
So you have yourself some nice tea.
Monique scrolls through, well, not scrolls, but sort of sifts through the different options that Strumstick has given her, and then sort of checks off one, gives him a smile and a nod. So thank you, I really appreciate this. I'm not exactly much of a poet, so just what I have here took me a good long while.
Strumstick is drinking the tea in the way birds drink because they don't have any swallowing muscles. So he's a little too busy to respond.
He tilts his head back and he pours the tea.
More he gets a beakful and then throws his head backwards.
Oh,
I refuse.
that's so
Yeah,
cute.
gets more.
That's so cute. Ooh.
And of course, Snowy doesn't eat or drink anything.
I have a question. I just remembered.
Serona had to roll perception earlier for touching Snowy. I tried to pick Snowy up earlier during the chase. Do I need to roll a perception for that?
I mean, if you want, you can roll it.
Just thought maybe.
Which means you're gonna roll it.
I mean, I asked. But my roll's been really bad lately, so we'll see how it goes. That is... Where do I keep putting all my books? I have so many books. Perception.
I think people are going to like the next section, but either way.
19.
I liked that section even though I hated it.
When you grabbed him, he didn't quite seem to be made of flesh. You didn't quite get the feather re-grab thingy. And you were very cold while holding him. My DC is basically 20.
Yeah. Not surprised. Okay.
It's not a crow, it's a chicken. And it didn't fly.
What song is this?
This is actually... this is Nightwish making a movie, and this is the soundtrack to their movie, which is... The entire soundtrack is based off of their album Imaginaria. This is... Let's see... It's not that one. I think it might be Wonderfield. Oh no.
I'll have to see if I can look it up later. You just tell me about
I'm so tempted to do that, but I'm not going to.
Okay.
But yeah, if you want Nightwish without having to worry about the rock and roll elements, the Imaginary movie soundtrack is about as good as you're going to get.
I don't mind as much.
Yeah, Kim doesn't mind. She listens to Miracle of Sound.
He's notorious for his metal, so.
Anyway, so now what? What do
Well,
we Mr. T?
we've drunk our tea. It's on to the garden. We've had a rest. A short rest.
I was tempted, Kathy, to make Strumstick have a comment like, "Of course, this is free for you." I'd kind of look at you strangely, but no, I'm not going to do that.
I mean, that would be fair. That is music is his career.
It wouldn't be an unfair sentiment.
Anyway, so
Garden.
moving to the garden,
There we go.
you have the you walk up and you find the inscription which just says, "Go to the monument."
Can we see any monuments in the garden?
Further down further in the garden, you do see what looks like an obelisk, and on its pedestal, you do see hints of what's probably an inscription, but you're just too far away to see what it might be.
Is there a direct path to the monument, or is the garden itself designed in such a way that it's not direct?
There's a nice little path to the monument.
Right. All in favor of walking forward and stabbing anything that moves?
Well, let's hold back on the stabbing anything that moves.
A flower moves. Stop it!
I cast a blight.
No.
Did you actually say that?
Yeah, I did say that. All in favor of...
Okay. Strumstick kind of nods to himself.
Yeah.
Stab. I like stab.
No, more like, I knew it.
We need to talk about the murder.
Jet, I know. It's fine. It's fine. I'll be back.
This is an intervention. We're concerned that you're getting too good at murder.
Look, this has been hard on all of us, but remember that this isn't something you need to this isn't something you should be holding inside and then lashing out on anything that any problem that happens. Okay? It's really hard, I know, but
I get that. But also the last
really
people
hard
we
to
talked
not
to had
murder
no eyes, so
okay. I'm thinking, yeah, okay. Also, I still don't know if the whirlwind actually killed those guards, to be fair, but still.
We didn't see the body. Nobody knows.
Habeas corpus, the rule of fictional characters and law.
Okay.
Show me the body.
All right. Now, all in favor of following the path carefully. On alert, but not stabbing anything that moves.
Flower moves again. Stop it!
Oh boy. Okay. Here we go. In we go.
Okay, so
walking through the garden,
we go.
walking through the garden, it's oddly peaceful. You see little birds bouncing about, robins.
Stab him!
Robins hopping about. We can stop the stab jokes, by the way. We can just move on.
Yeah, this actually calms her down because this looks like normalcy. So this is fine.
Yeah, you see little robins hopping about, pecking away at things. The garden slowly swaying in the breeze. Everything is actually peaceful and calm. It's actually
Strumstick is staring very hard at the robins.
competition. Even the sky above seems a particularly clear shade of blue, with some lazy clouds floating about. As you walk further into the garden, you watch as, oddly enough, the entranceway is now having vines grow over it. don't see anything like thorns or anything malicious. They just seem to be almost being persistent in ushering you forward.
I can druid craft those later.
As you continue to walk, you watch as some of the flowers begin to wilt. The petals losing their color, turning brown. The greenery begins to fade. The robins and all the other birds take off. The plants reduce to ash. You find yourself no longer in a garden, but in barren, desolate field. The obelisk, the only thing rising above the layer of soil. Sky turns a harsh scarlet of sunset.
This is actually more calming for Monique because she does not trust it when it looks good. And so this is more like befitting of how she feels it should look because she's very suspicious.
I'm sad to lose the flowers, though.
No, it's okay.
Approaching the guard monument, the obelisk has a simple statement written on its face. Find my garden, see it lay barren and sad. Go to the stones that stand by my beauty.
Okay, once more for the records. Find my garden.
Find my garden, see it lay barren and sad.
Okay.
Go to the stones that stand, and revive my beauty.
Stones that stand.
And revive my beauty.
And revive my beauty.
Okay.
Well, I can get behind this.
Well, this will be nice.
You now look around you and you spy 3 standing stone.
Together or separate?
At different parts of this rather expansive garden, or what once was an expansive garden, now an expanse of dirt.
Expensive. Okay. 3 of them.
Okay.
Presumably they're forward, left, and right, right?
Roughly. They're not exactly like straight out.
Okay, which one do we think first?
Go to the left and just swing round?
Yeah, that'll
Yeah.
work.
What do you think, Strummy?
I'm still trying to picture it in my head. There are 3 stones in the garden. There's 1 forward, 1 left, 1 right.
Ish.
Roughly.
I thought I remembered something else besides the inscription.
Well, the garden has been turned into a desert, but other than that...
Well, not really. Desert, just dirt.
It's all just dead.
Which one were we planning on going to again?
We were thinking left and then just go clockwise. Ish.
Very well.
There's a bird outside the window.
He flew over from the garden.
Kill it! Kill it! It's evil.
Nice.
Bird, kill it! It's evil!
Anyway. Approaching the first monument, this first standing stone, you find a very long passage on it.
Great.
Great, get her writing pencils ready.
Yeah. I'm going to go as slowly as I can. I want to read this once and get it down for you.
Okay.
John, you may want to write it down too. Don't worry, it's not instructions on how to escape the maze. I come before you and you will leave me behind.
And you will leave me behind.
You carry me from birth to death.
Give me a moment. I come before you, and you will leave me behind.
You carry me from birth to death. And though I may be a burden, if you make me so, but yet you shall never tire carrying me, and grow no stronger for heaving me.
Yet you'll never tire carrying me and grow no stronger
For heaving me. I was given to you, and you shall give me to others. Yet keep me for yourself. You may own me, but others shall use me far more. And a final line below it all. Speak what I am.
I want to look at it just to make double sure, but I'm pretty sure we both know what this is.
This is kind of an odd situation where I feel like I'm smarter than my character actually is.
Memories all alone in the moonlight.
Is your character actually singing that?
No.
It would not be out of character. I'll just put it that way.
Yeah.
Random chicken squawking. What, were you startled by a dog?
It's just...
I come before you, and you will leave me behind. You carry me from birth to death, and though I may be a burden if you make me so, but yet you shall never tire carrying me, and grow no stronger for heaving me. I was given to you, and you shall give me to others, yet keep me for yourself. You may own me, but others shall use me far more. Speak, what am I?
Serona speaks up.
Is it a name?
All around the stone you suddenly watch, as blossoming forth comes greenery once more. Bulbs form and spring open in light blue forget-me-nots.
Aww.
I still like memories. Memories made sense as well.
I suppose, except
the line "you grow no stronger for heaving me."
Yeah, that was the only snag.
And the line, I come before you and you will leave me behind. You don't really have any memory. You don't have memories before you...
Others have memories. But as I said, memories works mostly. Name is the answer, though.
Yeah.
Memories is a close second.
Yeah.
I can't believe I'm actually
So you go to the
figuring
next
out
standing stone.
To the next one!
This next standing stone also has a decently long verse, but is not quite as long as the last one.
Nice.
I'm really learning how to write fast.
I'm just typing in Word.
I am not near. I am not this, nor here. I can be that. I may be there. Never close at hand.
Okay, hang on. I can be that. What's after that?
I may be there.
Maybe there.
I am not near. I am not this or here. I can be that. I may be there. Never close at hand.
I leave. Wait, hold up. I must now play the detective to read my own memory.
Close at hand.
Question: is there any?
There is more.
Yeah, but I'm saying, is there any spelling that I'm gonna have to worry about, or is it just what I would expect the word to be spelled as?
There's no odd spelling, at least not by what I think. I leave you the closer you come. That's what the last line says. Blast me in my handwriting.
Yeah, so something like,
Speak, what am I?
something like there is THERE.
Yeah.
Right.
I am not near, I am not this, nor here. I can be that, I may be there. Never close at hand, I leave you the closer you come.
Okay. Give me a moment. I feel like I should know this. I am not near. I am not this.
This is a completely homegrown riddle. I haven't seen anything like this on the web.
Well, congratulations. I haven't the foggiest clue. Do you think we can...
It's not tomorrow, is it?
No. Speaking that aloud, nothing happens.
It was worth
Except you take 600 psychic damage.
No.
Respawn or exit game.
Oh boy. Oh no, it's like that. It's like those old Knights of the Old Republic games where they had those stupid Sith puzzles, and it killed you if you had the wrong answer.
Oof.
Okay, I am not near. I am not this nor here. I can be that. I may be there. Never close at hand. Oh, it was just the music bot left.
That's rather soon, actually.
Senor Bob.
I leave you the closer you come. Yes. Is it a demonstrative? I'm just joking. There's a lot of that's, these, that's, this, and those, so. Okay. I'm not this nor here. Before I start, rolling intelligence rolls for Monique, I actually want to figure this out myself, because I love riddles and puzzles.
Yeah, this is not an intelligence roll. This is you guys have to figure it out.
Oh, no. Oh, no, now it's dependent on us figuring it out.
Well, that's what I were did.
Okay, hang on. Okay, I am not near. Hold on.
It's not here.
Well, you're not near, so you're far. Not this, nor here, so...
Maybe that, but we don't know what that is.
Near, that, there.
There is a pleasure in the pathless woods.
Ignore the narration at the
There
beginning.
is a rapture on a lonely shore. There is society where none intrudes.
Okay.
By the deep sea and music is
What is this on here? Never close at hand?
Never close
I
at
love no
hand.
man less.
And it's never close at hand because it leaves you the closer you come. Is it a dream?
No. As you say that, nothing grows.
I suppose asking is it the future is probably just repeating the tomorrow one. That's already been done.
The dirt remains unfertile.
Any idea, Strumstick?
Strumstick is plucking his guitar as he's staring at this thing.
Okay. Let me look at it real quick.
Yep.
I'm gonna read it.
I am not near. I am not this nor here. I can be that. I may be there. Never close at hand. I leave you the closer you come.
Is it a Dr. Seuss
Speak.
book?
What am I?
Is it a Dr.
Is it my mother?
It is the fox in socks.
I do not like it, Sam. I am.
That's grade 8 to have, you uncultured swine.
I know. I just don't remember how Fox and Socks
So-
goes.
Is it maybe like
At this moment, I'm going to make a very unpopular move.
again?
I'm going to look at the other stone,
Okay.
the last one.
Well, you go have fun.
I will put this out there. It is completely safe to move on to the other stone if one stumps you.
Yeah.
But
Well, I had one
That's what
more.
I'm doing.
I had one
if
more.
only I had stumps.
You can type it in the chat if you would like. That way you don't mess with those girls.
You can like she can say what. Like, she said she had one more guess, right?
I got at least one more train of thought that I'm trying to go down.
Okay.
Is it a
Like-
physical place of some variety?
I don't know.
What was that?
I'm just thinking out loud. Is it a physical place of some variety? I don't know if that makes.
I don't think this magic gives us hints
No, I'm
if
not.
we're close.
Yeah, I'm saying things out loud. I'm not expecting hints. I'm just
Mhm.
putting ideas out there in case it clicks in anyone else's brain.
Yeah.
Because it's not. It says it's not this and not here, so it's like present, and so it's not present, but it can be that and there, so it can be like far away. Can I look into the distance? Is there anything on the horizon other than the buildings that we came from?
As you look off into the distance, far, far away, you see nothing of note except for the horizon.
Is it the horizon?
No.
Oh, that would be good.
That was smart, but it wasn't the right way.
Aw.
Dang. Okay.
I have two acceptable answers for this riddle, and neither of them have been proposed yet.
Yeah. Okay.
And it's paining
Is
me.
it memories?
Yeah, no, it isn't.
Okay.
What other abstract Okay. What other abstract
I know
thoughts
exactly
exist?
what it is.
Well, come back here.
It's something that no one has suspected yet.
Well, obviously.
Yeah. Well, come
It's
back
the
here.
Spanish Inquisition.
No, it's not.
Great.
Okay, so there's only
I had to lead you into that one, I'm sorry.
You were saying.
There's only so many abstract thoughts that exist. If it's not time, and if it's not distance, is it an emotion of some
As-
kind? Is it peace?
You have danced around it so much. I am sorry.
I druid craft the ground. Grow, dang it!
Okay, give us a sec. Okay.
I'm
Be-
having fun.
Flowers
throwing a
sprout
temper
up and they
tantrum.
say no, and then they go away.
The flowers say, sorry, my mom said no.
Having fun throwing a fake temper tantrum.
That's funny. You do. Okay, while you
Very-
have a meltdown, I'm gonna keep thinking. Okay.
Oh, he said we're very close with the Spanish Inquisition.
No, that's not
Dutch
what you're.
Inquisition.
It's the Hispanic.
Oh, like
Inquisition.
everyone expects that one.
Yeah, I'm
The
not-
Irish
I
Inquisition.
can't think. I'm not near. I'm not this, nor here. I can be that. I may be there, never close at hand. I leave you the closer you come. Okay.
I'll put it out there. You have said the answer multiple times, but you have not said that you said the answer.
Oh, so we in conversation have said it. We just haven't said it in character.
Mm-hmm. And it's paining me because you've said both renditions of the answer, but neither of them have been said as an answer.
I can't even
Is
remember
it-
what I've said now.
Is it the answer?
No,
Okay. Okay, I'm trying.
sorry, it wasn't that. It wasn't that.
I need to just file through what is close, but I haven't struck upon yet. We've done distance, we've done time. It's not peace.
One of these things you haven't actually said. One of these things
Is it
you kind of
time?
skimmed over. It's that one doesn't work.
Okay. Is it
I'm pointing out
distance
that
then?
I'm gonna put,
Well, we said distance already. We said the horizon.
as you say, distance.
Yeah, there it
It
is.
grows.
There we go.
What?
Yellow,
Oh.
a combination of yellow and white dandelions, both
Oh,
fluffy and flower.
this music is so.
Okay.
It was distance and it was far.
But
I
it-
How can
said
that be
far. I said far. Because I said
You-
it's not near, so it must be far.
You were saying that in a train of logic. I didn't take it as you were saying that as an answer.
Yeah, you're
You
right.
also said it can't be distance or time. It has to be. And then it's like, oh,
So the question is, how can it be that?
that as in demonstrative in the distance.
Yeah. Okay, that's
It's
fair.
not. It is not. It's
I'm
not
not
this.
following.
That is a word you will only say if you're referring to something that is at a distance from you.
Mm-hmm.
See, my problem was I was thinking of distant as an adjective, not a noun.
Then you also
So
have
I-
there as in over there.
So I can
The
see
distance
how
is
I
never close at
frustrated
hand.
you by dancing around it then.
And I'm just like,
Okay, we grew it. Woo!
milestone. Milestone.
Milestone.
You were born. You were born to me, and yet the world steals me away.
You were born to me.
And
Yeah,
yet
is
the
that
world.
everything?
No.
Yet.
This one's longer than the one that gave you dandelions, but shorter than the one that gave you forget-me-nots.
Okay. You were born to me, and yet the world steals me away?
Steals me away.
Okay.
Is it you?
I am cherished, and yet I shall be thrown away.
I'm pretty sure I already know what it is.
I walk in the bride's white, and yet the next day shall she lose me.
I walk in the bride's white.
I walk in the bride's white, and yet the next day she shall lose me.
Next day.
My blossoms beautiful, and songs they sing of me.
My blossoms or my?
My blossoms beautiful, and songs they sing of me. And yet celebrate, and other times mourn, the loss of me.
Okay,
Speak, what am I?
My hand is cramping.
I am youth.
No.
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 I am
No,
I've-
that's too
I've-
no.
Guys, can we repeat the last line because Kathy missed it?
Last line. Well, the entirety of the last line is, my blossoms beautiful, and songs they sing of me, and yet celebrate, and other times mourn, the loss of me.
And other times mourn the loss of me.
innocence.
That must be it, surely.
As you watch, pink periwinkles sprout forth.
That's really good, actually.
Yeah.
Ah,
Even if we didn't quite get through it before we started guessing.
I would like to point out that also the original answer that I had put down was purity, but I was like, hey, this is worth two.
Mm.
I pretty much was dancing around it the entire time. I had gotten it. I just didn't
Yeah,
know which
for
word
you.
to say.
I was about to send you a message before you repeated it the second
I
time,
meant to
telling
be
you,
silly,
you've gotten it,
I
I want
needed
them to see if they can get it.
Okay.
But then you repeated it, and I was like, whatever.
Well, I think each one of us have gotten one so far.
I mean, I don't think it counts for the distance one, but yeah.
Either way. So,
Okay. So, we grew the flowers. Back to the monument.
looking at the monument, you see on the monument is actually now, the obelisk of the monument is now gone. Around it is crumbled stone. And on what is now a pedestal lies the last third of this circle.
Alright. And he takes the last third and sort of holds the three circles, the three fragments together, see if anything happens.
At this moment, both Drumstick and Snowy are standing rather far away, as to not be caught up in any effects of the
as you watch,
fusion.
pressing the piece together, you watch as arcane magics spark off of the circle, slowly rising from it as more sparks and cracklings of arcane energy fleeing off of it. An arrow rises off from its surface, pointing off in the direction of the large building.
Awesome.
Cool.
Back to the building then.
Right. Okay, we go back to the building. This is the one with no struggle but with thyself, remember. So we're not murdering big Mr. Gollum guy, I think.
Did we lose the chat?
No, we still got the bar
No.
here.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So, entering the chapel, not chapel, but entering the building, you walk through once again, past the lavish interior, presumably.
By the way, I'm so sorry for interrupting, but I'm just putting it out there. My bard solved that while you were still struggling with the other stone, so you guys didn't even really had to read the poem.
Good for you.
Hey.
Like you guys walked over, started writing down, started reading it, and he's like, innocent. And then it's like flowers, and you're like, thanks, guy. I was still reading. Geez, some people so annoying. Solve riddles before you even get to finish reading them. Spoilers, man.
Well, at least.
Yeah. I am saying this though. If you had wanted them to solve it by themselves, they would have had a tough time after I said the correct answer, and you didn't.
Well, you
do
can't
anything.
say that for us.
Would
We
have
might
led
have-
them astray.
Maybe we
I was
would've
thinking that
gotten it
maybe they
right
hadn't
away.
heard.
Okay.
Maybe they hadn't heard you, but either way. Moving on. So, walking past the lavish interior and all the splendorous goodies, you arrive in the chamber where you see the gigantic person who apparently is a lot larger than I expected. I thought I had it at the right size, but according to this, it's even bigger.
I'm gonna throw another monkey wrench in. These treasures, what do they look like?
There are various golden baubles and things, and silken tapestries with intricate designs.
Any
No lavish instruments.
No, I wasn't looking for instruments. I'm more looking for gemstones.
You see several set into pieces.
Okay. If they're set into them, I'm not interested.
Let's have a quick refresher, Kimmy, since you have it written down of what that puzzle says. What the inscription said at the beginning of the house.
Yes. If I have it written down correctly, it's pass through to find that which you seek, but go and find thy trials to completion. We've done that. To make an ending of your toil, and find that which you seek, with no struggle but with thyself.
Okay.
At this point, I'm not actually doing it, but at this point, Strumstick is staring down Snowy and cracking his knuckles.
Why?
Time to struggle with the self. Okay, now I have another question. How tall is this? Then colon memorial. How tall are you?
I don't know what that is.
Well, that you. Maybe that will give me the height.
Hopefully the struggle with thyself part was only for in here. Because we did attack those no-eyed monsters, so hopefully that's fine.
Trying to find where does it say the height?
If you're looking at a stat sheet, normally it's at the top.
I was saying the height of the Lincoln Memorial statue. It doesn't have a stat sheet, unfortunately.
Oh, you're looking up oh. I thought you were looking at a stat sheet.
From 19 feet from head to foot. It's actually the thing that you walk in on is actually quite a bit larger. Coming
on that big thing.
Coming in at a massive 64 feet tall. If it were standing, right now it's sitting down.
An absolute unit.
Big old unit. In fact, you look at it and the boots of this thing seem to have doorways.
Oh, the boots have doorways.
Like, as in doorways with metal doors. As you enter, and you walk farther in than you had before with your big pieces of circles. I'm presuming you are.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
As you walk in, you watch as the statue takes a step and stands up, towering over y'all immensely.
Okay. This is fine.
It's fine.
He then pops a squat in front of you and looks at you all, slowly moving its head from side to side, the sound of stone grinding against stone echoing through. You look at his eyes that are alight with arcane energy.
Hi, big fella.
And he holds out one of his massive hands. Looking at it, you see in the palm a circle of missing stone.
Well, seems straightforward enough.
Yeah.
I move to place the ring, the completed ring, in the circle.
Question about the completed ring. About how big is it?
The right size.
Hands width.
It's like, to hold the three pieces together, you have to use both hands. It's a tad bit bigger than a personal pizza.
Yeah. So I can basically, like dinner plate size, really.
It's a tad bit smaller, but yeah.
Alright.
So yeah, you actually have to climb up one of his fingers that is against the ground.
And is it a solid circle or a...
It's a solid circle, but
okay.
Either way.
All of these have been noted down in the book.
Yeah. Clambering up his finger, you make your way up to the palm and set the stone pieces in his hand. He then lets you dismount, stands back up, and walks away from you past his immense chair, and he walks up to what you had assumed was a nice massive carving in the wall behind him, and then he pushes his eyes, revealing them to be absolutely mammoth doors.
Oh boy.
Da-da-da, we're dead.
He turns to you, walks back up, and then sits with a thunderous clap on his chair.
Thank you.
His eyes stop glowing, and he returns to a far more statuesque state.
And you thought we were gonna have to fight it.
Yeah,
Now,
that's
put it
on
out
me.
there. Put it out there. This is what you were up against.
Oh,
Ooh.
pictures.
Pictures?
I mean,
There's no pictures, but
Oh, okay.
he's a gargantuan-sized monster.
nice.
Ouch. Okay. So yeah, that's on me. Have a nice nap, buddy.
410 hit points with an armor class of 23.
If I'm correct about this guy. Yeah, he's challenge rating 25.
Not quite as much as a Trask, but still, I believe he would have been a good fight for 3 people.
Yep, this seems fine.
All right, let's go have a look at those doors.
Okay, big doors. Big doors.
Walking up to the doors, you look inside and you note a long set of stairs leading up to what looks like an altar, upon which, in very stereotypical fashion, There's a beam of light from the ceiling, catching what looks like a small amulet that just floats.
There it is.
It has a long set of stairs.
And as you guys fly up, I
Well-
struggle with each step.
I mean, we'll stay together as a group. We got through this together. We did it.
It's hard to believe that we have actually done it. Are we sure?
Don't count the egg chicks until they hatch.
We've done it. All right, up the stairs we go.
It's a long and wearisome journey up the steps, but it's not entirely tiring, per se. You don't feel tired as you might expect, despite the fact that these stairs are, well, there's a great many of them, and the repetitive action of climbing so many stairs usually would have you at least marginally in pain by the top. As you keep on going, you don't feel any of this pain. And finally, reaching the top, you arrive and standing in front of the altar, where the amulet gently bobs up and down. The amulet itself looks like rather large marble, almost, but inside of it is an ever-shifting field of stars, galaxies, nebula. You sense an overwhelming presence of magic.
Now remember, we have to be extremely careful with what we say.
I'm trying to think of the best way to say it.
On the pedestal is a small inscription. Take that which you came for, but leave what you find.
The Strumstick kind of looks at you and says, "Do you mind if you guys are not sure what you want to be doing? Do you mind if I lead?"
Sure, go first.
He walks up, puts his hand on it,
Gets it in the head with a banjo.
and says, "I wish for my kind, my kin. I wish to restore their powers of flight."
The amulet glows. The glowing fades.
This would be a good time to create a whole new race of Arakaba or whatever they are.
Arakokra.
Arakakra.
It's so hard to say. Cockra.
Pretty sure it's Arakakra, but either way. Cock crows and all that. Looking over to Snowy, he doesn't seem to have changed. You don't seem to have changed.
Have you cut out?
No,
No.
I'm still here.
No, we're just waiting. You want to try flying, maybe? See if that worked?
If I realize what's happened right, I will have sacrificed for my kind, and that is all right.
What
His
would...
eyes kind of mist over.
His words echo in your mind. I wish for my kind, my kin, to regain their ability of flight.
Well, are you not included in that? You're your kind as well?
Wish with utmost carefulness. He starts walking back towards town.
Down the long stairs.
I'm even more confused now.
You got caught in a technicality. Make your wish.
Well, technically, he wished for his kin, but not himself.
And he's okay with that, but he's still sad.
You wanna go?
My wish is the same as yours.
Okay.
Okay.
So let's plan. Okay.
What if I wished to have Avi's body with us right here, right now, in perfect health? Wouldn't be alive, but it would be a full and complete body, and then you can wish for his soul to re-enter his body.
Okay. That seems pretty good. All I was thinking was something along the lines of I wish for Avi to return to us as if he had never died. So that seems like it's more specific, but you have. So, at least that gives us a margin of error. So you do that, and then we'll see what happens. Because then I can wish to fix it if needed.
I don't know,
At this point, Snowy walks up and amulet and croaks out, I wish for me and my creator to fly, as if we never lost flight.
Freaking boy, out technicality the technicality amulet. Snowy's wings, his arms seem to fortify, his feathers becoming more regal. He also feels like his bones are ready to break.
Aww. Poor guy.
There's some screeching.
Now, it's not like, it, as in hollow bones. They're a thing.
Okay.
That
All
was
right.
nice of you, Snowy.
He looks at you dead-eyed and says, I don't know how long I have in this world. I'm gonna enjoy every minute of it.
Have a good time flying.
Flaps away.
Yeah.
Bye, Snowy.
Like his wings flap about as fast as a robin's would, and it's just like, what in the world?
He starts flying outside, and you hear joyful screeches from two different throats,
Aww.
as there are very loud flapping noises outside.
This is
They
nice.
sound eerily similar to the sounds in the chasm. No.
That screeches of pain.
Oh no.
The monster was drumstick all along.
Dun dun dun!
Maybe the real monster were the friends we made along the way.
That's every horror movie ever. Anyway, moving on.
Okay.
I'm gonna defeat
luck.
you with the power of friendship and this gun I
Oh.
found.
If that isn't Serona in a nutshell.
Yes.
And this gun I inherited from my husband. Okay. So, we could wish that Avi were back to life. However, that would mean probably that he's just back to life down in heck.
Which would be not great.
Yes. So,
So that seemed like a good plan. Wish to have his body here and whole, and then I wish for life to be returned to the body then.
ask for his soul and memories as well, just in case.
Yes. Yes, I will
Okay.
be very, very specific.
So, what I'm going to...
This is like the opposite of what LeChao did for you guys.
This is
The one good thing that LeChao did was didn't completely screw us over with wishes.
Because he wasn't a bad guy.
I mean...
It was just a fickle power being fickle with his power.
And he was being controlled.
And he was a bad guy.
He wasn't an evil guy. He just was really super obnoxious.
Yes, very much so.
That qualifies as a bad guy in my books, but maybe that's because I work at Walmart.
Then again, that means Spectre's a bad guy, which isn't far off.
But Spectre has charm. That cancels it out.
Anyway.
Okay, so what I'm going to say is, I wish to have Avino Amscribidara's body to be in the... No.
Question. Is there wishing for more wishes?
I don't think that's how it works.
Rule number 1. No wishing for no wishes. Rule number 2. There are no rules beyond that one.
Rule number 3, no giving snakes legs.
Oh, no.
Rule number 3. No appendages for snakes. They deserve what they got.
Rule number 4, no giving wings to spiders.
Actually, for the no appendages to snakes, because they deserve what they got, that is something that if you had a D&D campaign centered around that would totally be 100% biblical. They deserve what they got,
Yeah, that's
and they're never going to get legs, because...
The Garden of Eden, it's what it's referential to.
I know.
It's the joke.
I know, but I'm saying, like...
Thanks for explaining the joke.
Thank you, Captain Obvious, but I'm like, if you actually had
You're
that in the
welcome,
campaign,
Howard.
I'd be appreciative.
Okay. I'm going to wish. I'm going to say, I wish to have in this place Avino Amscribidara's body in perfect health.
Okay. Yes.
And then you're
That
going
seems good. That seems good.
You hear screeching from outside. Make sure you ask for the same age as well.
What?
No.
What
Anyway,
does that mean?
as you watch, the
I'm not
body
I
appears.
wasn't actually wishing. I was
She hadn't wished yet.
We were rehearsing.
I'm rehearsing. I'm sorry.
Well, the body appears before you know what.
Okay.
The body appears.
Okay.
Sticks his tongue out to you and disappears.
Okay.
Okay,
There's a
go ahead and
Thriller
wish.
dance out from underneath the pedestal.
I'm just going to say, I wish to have in this place Avino Amscribidara's body in perfect health. And then you're going to say, I wish that Avino Amscribidara's soul and his memories return to his body as if he had never died. How does that sound?
That sounds pretty good.
Okay,
Okay.
here we go.
I
Monique.
wish for a lifetime supply of Twinkies. Oh, frig, I said the wrong thing.
Oh no.
I wish for an Xbox.
All of a sudden you get crushed to death
Oh,
by a
cool.
Twinkie
Now
truck.
I wish for an Xbox. Oh, cool. Now I have 2 Xboxes. Okay.
Nice.
Monique's going to set a hand on the amulet.
I wish for a bagel. No! 2 bagels.
Nice. Say, I wish. And she's going to say the same thing that I've already said 2 or 3 times now.
Yeah.
As you pronounce your wish, the amulet glows. And then before you comes the completely undamaged form of Avinoam Scribidara. His corpse completely fine. However, he is naked. That was the one technicality the thing could get you on.
And
Monique
if you
immediately
really
covers
wanted to
her
be
eyes.
mean,
So,
if you really wanted to have been mean, you could have made him really, really old.
No,
I could
because
have
it's
made
in
it a baby
perfect
body,
health.
But no, shut up.
It's in perfect health. By that definition alone, he can't be ancient. He can't be really, really
I mean,
old. He has to be at least
As
in his
long as
midlife.
he's in perfect health, he could still be old.
No,
My grandpa's pretty
No,
spry.
that's not how that works.
But anyway, we already have the answer. So,
A closer technicality would be to like make him 15 or something. But anywho, Monique immediately covers her eyes as soon as she realizes and just like, crud.
Zerona takes off whatever remains of her blue dress, the scraps that she's been using as a scarf, and just covers him as best as possible.
With one hand still over her eyes, Monique kind of shrugs off the ashen cloak and sort of throws it in her direction, even though it's gonna be like twice his size.
Yeah. I take my scarf back and just cover him
Senor
in that.
3'4" is absolutely smothered in cloak.
The thing with the cloak is that it's designed to be like enveloping for a normal sized person.
So it's smothering for a halfling.
You've basically wrapped him in like a king sized comforter with a hood. It's the best snuggie in the world. Okay.
Anyway.
Anywho.
Okay.
All right.
So that worked.
Mm-hmm.
So, rehearsal. I wish for the life I wish for the soul and memories of Avi to return to his body as if he had never died. And I'll just tack on and give him life on the end, just to make sure.
All right.
Okay.
I would say Avinu Scribadara just in case so that we don't accidentally resurrect some random person named Avi.
That seems like a good idea, yes. I could even be more specific and say this body.
That would work, actually.
Yes, okay. Then again, you named Avi by name and the right body appeared.
Okay,
so.
yeah, say the name.
No,
and...
I'm pretty sure she did say Avino Scribadara.
Yes, I did.
She said the name.
At the very least, she said, like I've said various times before, and the times before, and at the very least, she did say the right.
I did say Avinu Scribadara specifically.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then suddenly, his great-grandfather resurrects inside his body. He's like, yo!
Yo!
We kick him down the stairs.
What?
Nothing. Okay.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Right.
We're so close.
Okay.
I hold her hand.
Okay.
Yeah, she's very shaky. So she's got So she is kind of holding Avi. She's kind of holding Avi in her lap, and I don't know if she has enough arm reach to reach up and hold the amulet, but she'll reach up and she'll grab it and say, "I wish for the soul and memories of Avinoam Scribadara to return to his body and give him life as if he had never died."
You say it terrible with the accents, but you were slipping British there.
Yeah, I do that. Yeah.
Boy,
British is actually the only accent that I can actually do. But anyway, I hope I said it right.
Even Monique slips
No more
into
jokes.
British.
Yeah.
Finding Nemo theme.
shush. You want the amulet box.
Hang on, he's
Oh,
very
wait. He's really quiet.
You're really distorted.
As you watch, the amulet moves, and then fades once more. You wait for a moment. Slowly you watch as Avi takes a breath. He opens his eyes slowly, and he looks to you, and he smiles.
I told you I wouldn't let go.
Certainly didn't.
You did it.
So, guess it's time to go home.
Yeah. I'm really tired.
Time to go.
Welcome back. It's been a little bit of a while, but we figured it out.
Thank you for the effort.
You're welcome. I give him a big hug.
Avi plants a loving kiss on Serona.
Aww.
Question, did you dress him or did you just cover him?
He's covered, but whatever.
The thing is huge. The thing is huge. He's dressed in some capacity.
But yes. Now, the Norm resurrected. You all can head down the stairs, out the building, and finally descending the mountain. You return to that small village from which you left. The old man in his hood, the fake mustache poking out from the dark confines of his clothing, gives you a nod as you pass by. This was your journey, and now it's come to a close. What lies next? You can tell.
But there is one thing. There is one thing.
Not yet. What do you have?
As we're descending, admiring the peaceful atmosphere as we've finally saw through to the end what we said we would, Monique pulls out the piece of paper. Serona saw this, so you know at least a little bit of what this is. I was writing this because I don't have much that I could give you as a wedding gift in physical terms, so I thought I could give you something like this. And it's not your wedding yet, but now's as good a time as any. And as we're wandering peacefully down the blissful mountain, I'm going to mute the bard so that I don't get distracted. Monique starts to sing, and it's not the best singing voice you've ever heard, but it's definitely better than nothing. When you were younger, you dreamed of being tall. Then you discovered that growing up just leaves you feeling small. While you were sleeping, everything changed at once. You wake in the morning and stepped into the stinging light of dawn. You are wandering through the wild. You are wondering if and when you'll reach the other side. Weighed down by a heart of stone, bound to a body of broken bones, fragile and feeling alone. But the whole story hasn't been told. When you were younger, you saw all the world was yours. But you don't have the same eyes, and it's harder to believe that anymore. You study the pieces scattered around the room. But failing is fruitful so long as we do not forget to move. You are wandering through the wild. You are wondering if and when you'll reach the other side. Weighed down by a heart of stone, bound to a body of broken bone. We carry such similar loads. Turns out you are not alone. We could cling to comfort, content to run in place, frozen 'cause we fear the cost. But how can we expect to find out where we ought to go, lest we get a little lost? We are wandering through the wild. We are wondering how and when we'll reach the other side. We share a heart of gold. We are a body of broken bones. When were we ever alone? Together we'll make our way home.
Serona pulls everybody into a group hug.
Great big hug for all of y'all.
Yeah.
Just putting it out there, my guy would have been flying around. He's following you guys a little bit, but he's not close.
I assumed I pulled everybody who was walking. I thought he was flying. Yeah.
Yeah, as I said, he's flying around.
Yeah.
Oh, I remind you, I do have a song I can play for you.
Song.
Here it is.
Now, is that an actual song, or did you write that?
That is an actual song, because I'm not a poet. It's called The Graduate by the Arcadian Wild, and you all should go listen to it because it's great.
I never listened to that.
It's so good!
Well, I guess I have to listen to it now. It's probably good I never listened to it, because now this is what I have associated with it forever.
Mm-hmm.
Good. Remember to unmute the media man.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, he is unmuted.
Oh, man.
You want to know how long this song's been... Oh, yes! Yes!
I was tempted at points to true polymorph into this thing.
I don't know what this song is.
You don't know this song?
Maybe I know this song?
You do. Listen.
Do a Fan Miller.
There's a road calling you to stray. Step by step, pulling you away.
I don't know this song.
Under moonrise stars, take the road no matter how far. Where it leads, no one ever knows.
I'll put it in the playlist.
Don't look back, follow where it goes. Far beyond the sun, take the road wherever it runs. The road goes on, ever on. Hill by hill, mile by mile, field by field, style by style. The road goes on, ever on. The road goes on, ever on. Moor by moor, glen by glen, vale by vale, plain by plain. The road goes on, ever on.
One more mile, then it's time to eat. Pick some pears, succulent and sweet.
To the farthest shore, take the road 100 miles more. Sweet pink trout, take 'em from the stream. Milk a goat, churn it into cream. Far beyond the sun, take the road wherever it runs. The road goes on, never ever ends.
I feel like I'm gonna get copyright struck, I just realized.
I feel like someone has to report your video first, don't they?
Yeah, 4 of them.
I mean, it's not like I'm making up.
So, Kimmy,
Mm-hmm.
now, if you want this to be a little bit affecting your campaign as well, you can have some Kenku with flight abilities.
Yeah, I wasn't working off of the... I can discuss this later if the session is still technically
this
going,
won't affect
or-
me at all. I'm
No,
just saying
that-
you have the... I'm just saying you have the ability to add these as well.
Well, yeah, what I was saying is that I can talk about the world later if the session is still going, or if this is considered if
No.
it's wrapped up now.
This is wrapped up.
This is a good ending.
We're just listening to music.
A funny thing about my world is I don't want it to be a Dungeons and Dragons world. So, like, there's obviously the lore of creatures that I will use in dungeons that are in the Dungeons and Dragons lore, but like that's not inherently what the creatures are going to be in my world. So, like, I want to create and make new things basically. So I have like, oh, I'm gonna turn this down so I'm not talking over it. There we go. Now we can still hear it, but I can also hear myself here. So like I have dragons, and like they work along the same lines of D&D mechanics because those are obviously the mechanics I'm using. But like I also have the Primal Dragons, which are just dragons that are fun colors because I want them to be basically. And like mimics, I saw a video that like mimics instead of being a single entity are like almost like coral, where there are a bunch of polyps that all work together in a colony of sorts. I thought that was fascinating. I might use that. That's not official lore. So yeah, that's kind of the thing. If I ever write a book or make a video game or something like that, I don't want it to be a Dungeons and Dragons thing. So there's lore for all of these creatures in Dungeons and Dragons. Don't assume that's the lore I'm going for, I guess. So I wasn't actually inherently saying that Kenku. I was not actually thinking in my mind that Kenkus couldn't fly anyway. But yeah, sure, okay, that's cool.
We'll keep that on the back burner, possibly.
Mm-hmm. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, Kim, you should know that song because that's those that whole album is arrangements from Lord of the Rings songs. You like the Cat in the Moon, don't you?
Yeah, but for some reason I never listened to that one.
Oh, it's so good.
Yeah, I need to listen to it now.
John just named his changed his name to Chicken Man.
Chicken Man.
Do you want to know?
Chicken Man.
Chicken Man, take me by the hand, lead me to
I was going to sound like Rocket Man, but I guess not.
I'm a chicken man, running on the streets of here alone. That actually kind of works now that he can fly.
A dead boy. Girlfriend.
Undead boy girlfriend. Oh no.
Girlfriend.
Man.
I'll take
Cloak
that W
lady,
out
come
of
on,
there.
Do it, cloak. Do it, cloak lady.
Take that W out
They
of
can
there.
change their own name.
There's no ooh allowed in this. Take that W out.
Do F-R-E-N, friend.
Friend. Girlfriend.
You can change your own nickname.
Yes. Oh, the bard is snowy. That's nice.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I'm gonna disconnect from the call.
Oh, hang on.
Yeah.
Hold up. Y'all want to know how long this poem has been in the works? Monique's been working on this since we went to the, since we were in Udera. So it's been...
Glad I can be of help.
Yes. It was so close to done. Literally, I had 2 lines.
And then Avi got done.
And then Avi got murdered, and I was like, I can't write the 2 most hopeful lines of the song after Avi has died. What am I supposed to do?
Well, this was fun.
Yeah.
This was
So
good.
now if you want to include, if you ever want to find Snowy or Strumstick, you know where to look.
The skies.
On top of a mountain.
So if you care to find me,
Look to the western skies. As someone
Wherever.
told me lately, everyone deserves a chance to fly. I'm off key so much. And Dina Menzel better watch out. I am coming. I'm not.
Yeah. Wherever Snowy or whatever are gonna do a long rest, if you ever include them, they use Mirage Arcane. I'm not sure if you know that spell.
Don't care. Either way.
Just makes... It basically changes a mile around them into whatever terrain they want.
Oh, wow.
that's
Yeah.
big.
That's interesting.
It's an illusion, but it's an interactive illusion.
Oh, it's terrible.
That's quite something.
Question:
I wanted to use it to escape the thingies, but then I looked at the casting time. I was like, 10 minutes.
Yeah, it's end of the day spell. It's gonna be a long one.
And it has a duration of 10 days. So you literally could change. If you have an important dignitary coming to visit your swamp, you're like, all right, come on, everybody, let's work together and make it look like a grassy plain.
Fun fact, for the riddles, the pillar, like the stone one in the chapel. Fun little fact. I wrote that one after I'd written all the garden poems, garden limericks or riddles or whatever you want to call them, and that kind of influenced how it was written. So when it says "I am not the end," it was actually literally just trying to tell you, "I'm not the end. I'm the beginning. So look towards me, the beginning." In other words, behind you, and you'll know the way forward.
Nice. Okay,
But I was just like, yeah, it just kind of worked out either way.
Yeah.
So what?
Someone owes me a sweet roll.
You're
Yeah,
a bard, you could probably get your own. So, Kimmy has a question.
Was the ominous chanting we heard while crossing the ravine actually anything, or were you just saying gibberish?
What chanting?
That was gibberish. Pure gibberish. That wasn't chanting, that was me doing my best freehand draconic type sounding thing.
That was good. It's good. It's good gibberish.
I heard Khajiit.
I heard Orcish.
I said Khajin, but either way.
I thought it was Orcish, not Draconic.
I thought it was infernal, so it was spooky. That was the point.
It was spooky as heck.
Yeah. And fangy, hollow-eyed people were something properly out of like a horror game, so that was nice.
Yeah.
I loved it and I
Nice
hated it.
being relative.
What? Oh, yes.
That was good.
Anyway,
That was fun.
I'm gonna close off the call on my end, do a few things, and I might go back to building that dome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's only 10.
Yeah.
Dang.
Like, we actually ended at like 9:40, but we just kept on talking.
We gotta tell each other all the secrets. Secrets!
So, that's... Like, I didn't technically have a full session's worth of material. I was almost tempted to add another puzzle in there just for fun, just to drag things out a tad bit more. But as we were going through, I was like, oh, hey, I didn't have enough for a full session. I had about an hour short of that. But we were able to fill out half an hour of that with talking, and half of that hour was... Another half hour was kind of taken away because we didn't start at 6, but at 6:30.
Yeah.
We started at almost 7.
To be fair, I didn't even get home from work until 5:30, and I needed time to like eat dinner and things.
But yeah, it's implied that what happened with Clint is that he didn't quite catch the memo that there was the path continued indoors, so he took a little bit of a detour. Then when he got back on the path, the guy's like, "Look, you lost. You went down the wrong path. You didn't follow straight and narrow." And he's like, "Wait, what? There was no fence indoors." "Yeah, but there was a white path."
Good job. Good job, Clint.
He's still infallible.
That makes me smarter than Clint. And I'll take it.
I enjoyed all the jokes about the video game The Witness that I got to make as well.
Yeah. I need to play The Witness.
Technically, the autograph. I need to make the Clint the Magnificent comic strip now.
Oh, yeah.
I like the fact that he's a goblin as well.
Yep.
Oh, he's much more than that, but that's Jonathan's story.
Well, I figured, but
he actually was a character that popped up in one of the first campaigns I played in, which was run by one of the guys at Bob Jones.
That's cool.
It was just kind of a character that popped up and was created over the course of this one campaign. And he became such a meme to at least me that I was like any campaign I get to run, anything I get to run, I'm going to see if I can shove him in there. Just for fun.
Just slip him in, sneaky like.
Yeah, he's like Spectre with me.
And John, because it probably will never happen, because I doubt we're going to try and get Gabe and all the crew back together with a Skype call. If you had gone north, there would have been a faction which was kind of like a theocracy that was dedicated to the worship to the great Clinus, which was that campaign's reference to Clint. I really wanted to get there, but he will keep them faffing about in the south.
Well, we had a little bit of a national emergency happening.
Yeah,
Just
you
a
know.
little bit.
Yeah, but some of that you were kind of causing. Like that. But the palace could have risen out of the sea without you being there. Wouldn't have been a problem. Up until you got notice that, hey, there's a giant palace that rose out of the sea.
I mean, it wasn't just the palace rising out of the sea. There was also a large attack of Necroviv that accompanied said palace rising out of the sea.
Yep. Anyway, so I'm gonna hang up now. People can talk if you want to. But...
Bye.
I'm gonna go ahead and hang up too.
It was good. It was a good campaign. Well, guys, we had a good run.
Will you guys be on the BGU server anytime soon?
Maybe.
I gotta be the Aether server, so sheesh.
I'm tired, so I may call it a night.
Yeah.
Somebody also needs to apply for whitelist for the Aether server so that we can have a full family. No pressure.
Did Dax ever decide to play as Orion?
I think he has technically, but I haven't marked him down yet. Because I'm always suspicious. But once we have the city up, I'm going to be asking him for a final time. Like, you're doing this. And if he says yes, I'm going to mark him off as taken and then put it up again, see if someone wants to take Colleen. Oh yeah, by the way, Lucina got taken.
That's fine. To be perfectly honest, I didn't think I was going to join anyway because I